Now, people, today is Carib Wednesdays. I want you to run and tell your friends to tune in this morning. We have something that you do not want to miss. Now, I said I got a special guest coming through. I just got a few WhatsApps. I got some emails. I got some messages coming on Facebook, and people want to know who I'm going to have on this morning. I'm going to give you one hint. I just want you to listen clearly. This is who I'm going to have on today.
Playboy, you know.
This is Buju Banton on Hott107.5. Carib Wednesdays, baby. DJFlava in the morning.
Only Rasta can liberate the people. Over hills and valleys too. Don't let them fool you.
That's right, you better believe it. We got Playbwoy, the Outlaw Movement, passing through today.
Free the people.
It's gonna be a big celebration.
Over hills and valleys too. Don't let them fool you.
Keep it like Hott107.5.
For a minute, they don't like you. Why try to make I unhappy? Really?
Yes, people, I want you to WhatsApp your friends. I want you to tell everybody Playbwoy, the Outlaw Movement, is passing through today.
Only Rasta can liberate the people. Over hills and valleys too. Don't let them fool you. Don't believe for a minute that they are with you. Shall free the people.
Playboy,
over hills and valleys
too. You know.
Don't let them fool you. Don't believe for a minute they don't like you. Why try to make I unhappy? Really, I don't know. If it was up to them, my friend, we would never see the sun or the snow. Through that mystical communication within, we keep on coming together. I love to see brothers and sisters looking out for one another. That's the way it should be, not contrary. Stop tearing down each other. Only Rasta free the people. Over hills and valleys too. Don't let them fool you. Don't believe 1 minute that they are with you. Shall free the people. Over hills and valleys too.
You have some people that can't believe, say Playbwoy, the Outlaw Movement is passing through today. Well, believe it.
You, our drugs will do. You're just behaving like they want you to, yeah. I say, arrogance is much different from ignorance, and I know you feel the same way too. Many live this life without having a clue. No reason why they are so sad and blue. Blessings to go, so much things to do.
You know.
Not a moment to reflect on the cycle of life, yeah. To free the people. Over hills and valleys too. Don't let them fool you. Don't believe for a minute that they are with you. To free the people. Over hills and valleys too. Don't let them fool you. Don't believe 1 minute they don't like you. It's hard.
Yes, people, it's true. Now I want you to think back in time. Do you remember those good old Playbwoy, the Outlaw Movement dances? Man, it's been so many, man. Those guys was giants inside of the 90s, and we have the pleasure of having one member come through. Who is that member? Aha!
Only Rasta free the people. Over hills and valleys too.
Yeah, we have one member passing through for the Playbwoy Outlaw Movement. It's gonna be epic, trust me.
Free the people. Those over hills and valleys too. Don't let them fool you. Don't they believe 1 minute they don't like you. Why try to make I unhappy? I don't know. If it was up to them, my friend, we would never see the sun or the snow. Through that mystical communication within, we keep on coming together. And I love to see brothers and sisters looking out for one another. That is the way it should be, not contrary. Stop tearing down each other. Look around who free the people. Over hills and valleys too. Don't let them fool you. Don't believe for a minute they don't like you. Stop free the people. Over hills and valleys too. Don't let them fool you. Don't they believe.
Contemporary hit radio. Hott107.5. We play the hits.
DJFlava, this is Carib Wednesdays. Like I said, we have Playbwoy, the Outlaw Movement passing through. It's going to be crazy, epic.
And then walk down the street and say, why am I suffering in the middle now? Why am I suffering in the middle though? Rest of my life is so hard. I need a full opportunity. I want to shout redemption. Don't want to end up a cartoon in a cartoon graveyard. Bolded, dogs in the moonlight.
The temperature outside is 71 degrees.
Mr. Bill,
but you know we're keeping it hot inside the studio every day, baby.
I don't find the stuff amusing anymore. So if you've been my bodyguard, I can be your long love.
People, I'm telling you, today is a celebration. Do you know who I have passing through today? If you don't know, I'm gonna let you know right now.
Playboy, you know.
Walk down the street and say, why am I suffering in the now?
Did you hear who I have passing through? One more time. One more time.
I need a full opportunity.
Playboy, you know.
Don't want to end up a cartoon in a
Doesn't that alone bring back some memories? When you used to hear that, when you used to go to the party. Oh my gosh.
Mr. Beer, very get these nuts away from me. I don't find this stuff amusing anymore. So if you've been my bodyguard, I can be your long lost pal. I can call you Betty, and Betty when you call me, you can call me love.
Playboy, you know.
And then you walk down the street and say, why am I short of attention? Got a short little span of attention. Oh, my night is so long. Where's my wife and family? What if I die here? Who'll be my woman? Now that my woman is gone, deep down, back down the alley with some rolling, little black face girl. All alone, there were incidents and accidents, there were instant allegations. So if you've been my bodyguard, I can be a long lost pal. I can call you Betty, and Betty when you call me, you can call me. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la.
That was Ghost with Bodyguard. This is the Hot Morning Show with DJFlava, Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. But today is Carib Wednesdays, and we have a special guest. We have a titan. We have a god. We have a musical genius. And he's coming through to talk to us today about his legacy inside the dancehall music.
street in a strange world.
If you're just tuning in, coming out of the east, coming out of the west, and you don't know who I'm talking about,
Doesn't speak languages.
today we got Playbwoy the Outlaw Movement coming through.
He's a foreigner.
Playboy, you know.
So, scattered in the marketplace, scattered in the marketplace. He looks around, he sees angels in the architecture, spinning and spinning, and he says, Amen, hallelujah.
For entertainment, information, and the news you can use, it's the Community Communicator, communicating community-wide. Hot number 107.5.
Your systems are offline.
Yo, this is J3, and you are now locked in with DJFlava.
Boja, Terry, bring your little snap. You said you'd do anything for me. But how far would you go?
I will do anything just for you. Make up feel happy and I never will regret. I will do anything just for you. Sacrifice my love, I couldn't make it out. This is boy. This is boy. Beating on me up, boom boom. Every team and I just see the easy girl and just hold on tight. Love me girl with all your might. Sometime, but all this sense said sometime about the hat. Some of them know I've been never let it in your heart. Sometime, but all this and me say some go on with the hat. Some of them don't have no love in get fun. Two twang and a sana,
Well, I might be cool, I might be simple, but I'm not with your dream, but don't drag me for fugitive, you fool. You never know, see me run this school, so me got the girls, them fool. Just realize and understand, say me sing the slam, so me have the girls, them on done. You want this me from 19 all long when man the girl, they from foundation. When the man say, woman, you ready? Some man, I'm a man, you know I'm no girl, who fuck in a Jamal, listen to me style, and catch the pattern, being with the next brand new song.
this is boy.
DJFlava, Hot 107.5. This is Carib Wednesdays, baby.
So we gotta give them heart, them mind, them soul, and everything, and then expand them with them thing. Oh, wow, why the DJ singing? That child, listen up. Some of me and the man just let me know. And if I be no sorry for snow. Affection in me heart just a bubble of the show. Can't hold it but must have feel like it flow.
I will do anything just for you.
The time is 45 minutes past the hour inside the Atlantic. If you are just tuning in with us today, I'm letting you know and I'm telling you to tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell a cousin, to tell an uncle, to tell a niece that today on Carib Wednesday we have who? None other than...
Playboy, you know. Playboy, you know.
Massive, that's right. I got Playbwoy the Outlaw Movement passing through today, baby.
Especially for you, me bring a bunch of roses. What if I them say I just one bag of poses? To them not understand why no we business. Tell them to mind them own. So me sing.
The feelings are so strong, I hope the feelings futural. Heaven sent from above, give you a natural. There's no other way to describe your love.
I'm telling you, you need to get your popcorn now. Because in about 15 to 20 minutes, I'm going to be making that call overseas. So we can talk to some real G's inside of this business.
Well, I've got love and devotion. I got just devotion. Action and protect my potion.
Playboy, you know.
I'm in a fool. Big up the love me resident. And then the next man living like a president. All I teach private lesson to me student. Gangali overthrow them the government. Come here and deal with me love like this. A long time we about and we no recent. And when we stand there so now it's permanent. So don't watch the big bag of excitement.
Hey, I'm telling you, the messages are just rolling in. Are you serious? Who's gonna come on? Well, I'm telling you right now, if you are on my personal Facebook page, you can go on there and you would know which member is passing through today.
In a me police woman, you welcome.
People, keep it locked to the hottest station, Hot 107.5. Today is Carib Wednesdays, a special edition.
Radio.
For entertainment, information, and the news you can use, it's the Community Communicator. Communicating community-wide. Hot number 1075.
Your systems are offline.
Yo, this is J3 and you are now locked in. With DJFlava.
Well. Good morning again to everybody out there in Bermuda, Jamaica, Canada, New York, England. Now, Massive, I got to tell you something right now. If you're just tuning in with me, this is Carib Wednesdays, each and every Wednesday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m., right here on Hott107.5. This is the Hot Morning Show. Now, let's get down to the nitty-gritty, because in a couple of minutes, I got a titan coming through. When I mean a titan inside the business, this is one member out of a clan of people. And when I talk about this sound station, this is not no normal sound station, okay? When these guys used to come a road, I'm telling you, the whole of Bermuda used to shut down. If there was any party on that night and those guys was playing, you better believe there will be an empty party wherever you are at if you are not at these guys' parties, man. People, I'm going to remind you again who I got coming through today. I want you to just take a listen, all right? Just listen.
Playboy, you know. Playboy, you know.
That's right, people. I got Playbwoy the Outlaw Movement coming through in a couple of more minutes. So I'm telling you, if you are not tuned in, you better tune in right now. If you got to get out of your car, download the TuneIn Radio app and add us, Hott107.5. You don't want to miss this one, all right? If I got any Playbwoy fans out there, you want to give me a call, 441-297-1075, and tell me what you remember about those guys, feel free to do so. But in a couple of more minutes, I'm going to have one member, just one member coming through. I had to search and seek and find. And I finally got to the big dog, and he graciously gave me the power to say, yes, Flava, I can come through and bless your show. And I'm so happy and grateful for that. You're going to find out who's going to be coming through in a minute. Just keep it locked to the hottest station, Hott107.5, baby, Carib Wednesdays.
Hitting hard, hitting loud, and hitting clean. Hot 107.5.
Playboy, you know.
Alongside Matt Carber right here, Hot 107.5, baby.
Navigate on your name fly. First class service, the big long john supply. Well, lose me, I could see that in a ring side. Overcharge driver that
Playboy, you know. Playboy, you know.
Yes, massive from the 90s. I have Playbwoy the Outlaw Movement coming through. Me nah stop telling you. Today is a celebration. It's like the return of Christ, or close to it inside the dancehall world.
Yes, really right. Well, love how me mix up, she love how me blend. Request me another day to come do it again. Unleash me passion, my arms are open. This romance can't end, me make she feel high. That's how when me airplane fly. Navigator, I'm your main guy. First class service,
Playboy, you know.
We're Hot 107.5. Hot.
Bounce, 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 bounce. But I me got the bang with the billy bang. Dang, I me got the bang with the shocking vibe. Dang, I me got the bang with the billy bang. Stang, I me got the bang with the shocking vibe. Everybody's talking all this crap about me. Why they just don't let me live? Tell me why. These are girls and sugar. It is my decision and that's my prerogative. They say I'm crazy. And they even said while I'm living under girls them way. So move it and ask the question. You try to destroy my life. Oh, just slow a man making DJ tune and try to survive. But mine is active. And them I watch next people business. But mine is active. And it's the way that they wanna live. But mine is active. Them never stop and think positive. But mine is active. But on their mind is negative. Everybody asking me what's the deal, yo. Oh, me not trying to word, I'm just chill, yo. Number one, me making part two, oh no. Oh, them feel this way, I am no zero. Listen on my voice clean through the stereo. Oh, if you stop me, I'm no mono. Oh, if you diss me, I'm the star of the show. I'm a movie star on the world, don't know. I'm the king rapper, dance all this.
Playboy, you know.
I'm just so low. Will it me selector when you take it down low? Come on, my fans, let me tell you what me know. Why the girls really love the in man show? Me and my girls the flex through Ontario. Drinking Alizane, driving in the limo. Oh, let's go. Oh, you for this me when I'm
People, I'm telling you right now, we are on the countdown before I make that call overseas. We got Playbwoy the Outlaw Movement passing through. And if you don't know which member, you're gonna find out in a few more seconds, alright?
So the punchline go. Everybody's talking all this stuff about me. Why they just don't let me live?
Everybody out there, get ready to turn up your station a little bit louder, okay? Hott107.5.
They say I'm crazy, and they even said while I'm living on the girl them way. So go away with your nasty question. You try to destroy my life. So long me make me go and DJ me tune them. Can me just try to survive. But man is active. Ooh. And it's the way that they choose to live. But man is active. Them never yet think positive. But man is active. All from the mind is negative. But man is active. Now me cause I said me a safe. But he me say, hey, some boy a catcher, some boy a taker. Them a wrecker, don't trust them a penny catcher. How you fit this me when you ever lesser? Never better, listen to the brother proper. Some boy them all a style man as fella. And me don't have Angela, Annabella. Me used to date all Cinderella. When she run left the silver slipper.
Contemporary hit radio, Hott107.5. We play the hits.
Systems are offline.
Yo, this is J3, and you are now locked in with DJFlava.
Top of the morning to everybody. The time is 12 minutes past the hour inside the Atlantic. And Massive, I've been telling you from this morning, if you were just tuning in with us, today I have a special guest who's going to be coming through the program today. And when I talk about special guests, this is not a regular guest, okay? This is one of the mega selectors inside Bermuda. I'm talking about an orchestrator of a serious era inside the 90s. Hardcore. Playbwoy the Outlaw Movement is going to be passing through, and I want you to turn up your radio. Massive, I'm about to make that call right now. You're going to be here right now live with me. We're all going to do this together. All right, just give me a second. I'm about to make the call, people. I'm about to make that call. Oh, it's ringing. Oh, it's ringing.
Hello.
It's ringing. Oh my gosh.
Yes, Brendan.
Well, good morning, each and every one out there.
Good morning.
Can you hear the rhythm? Is the rhythm playing in the background? Is it too loud?
I can hear it. I can't hear it.
You
but
can't?
That's fine. I don't have to hear it. I don't have to hear it. But
well, I'll tell you what. Before you say anything massive, I'm telling you right now, who we have on the phone. I'm telling you, hey, listen. Before I start off, I just want to say greetings and blessings, and what a pleasure it is to have you here today. Kervin, a.k.a. High Top from Playbwoy the Outlaw Movement. You know, you're a living legend. God is good, and it's a blessing that you're still here, that you can talk to us. Because when we talk about 90s, you know, in Bermuda right now, you know, you talk about 90s and stuff like that. You have a lot of people who have learned about the 90s through a lot of different selectors and stuff like that. They might have heard the older cousin talk about it. They might have heard a cassette tape. But some of them never really experienced the real 90s. I'm a type of person that was there. As a youth.
Yeah, I remember seeing you there, brethren.
I
remember seeing you there.
Man, I used to come around your barbershop and all that kind of things. And then when I got, you know, I've been coming around your barbershop for years. And then as I got a bigger money, you know, we can put foot on road and we can step inside some dances. But you have some people right now, they don't even know who I'm talking about. So let's just start off with your name, where you're from, big up anybody you want to big up. And then we could just get into the nitty-gritty of things, you know, because people need to know who I'm talking to today.
Yes, my name is Kervin, a.k.a. Heights Up, like he said. And good morning, Bermuda. Good morning, Bermuda. Yes, Bermuda. Big up. So the crew, big up all these songs in Bermuda. You know what I mean? All the songs that still playing, even the songs that, you know, was back there and playing. Big up to all the sound systems, man. Big up, man. And it's a pleasure, you know what I mean, to be talking to you to have this vibe here, man.
Hey, brethren, just to hear your voice, to hear your voice on a microphone like this morning.
It's been a long time.
Man, the type of memories it can bring back. But you know what? Let's talk about what you've been doing up in the 2020 before we get into the history and the mashing up of dancing and the contemporary vibes that you guys used to bring on regular. What you been up to in the 2020, man? What you been up to, man?
Right now, I'm living in the UK, up in Nottingham, UK for about 4 years now. Yeah, I'm a family man. I'm a Christian now.
Okay.
Things has changed.
All right.
Since there's Playbwoy days, you know what I mean?
Okay.
But it's all good life. It's all good life, man. All thanks to God, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man, that's definite, man.
That's good. Yeah.
So let's talk.
Yeah, that's it.
So let's talk about what high school did you go to? How did you get started in this whole thing? So, what was your first start in music? How did that come about?
Right, the thing about it is a long story because I wasn't a person like, I want to be a DJ when I grow up. It wasn't like that. It was something that just evolved. You know what I mean? So me growing up, I grew up, my younger days up in Campio, Southside. But then when I was about 10 years old, I moved into Middletown. Now, that's when everything started.
Okay.
I grew a little kid. I was a young boy. This picture, a young boy moved into Middletown from country to Middletown, right in the smack of it.
Yeah, because I know you're from the city. Yeah, go ahead.
That's what I'm saying,
Go ahead. Yeah, man.
Yeah. That's when my city days started from when I was about 11, 12. But what happened, my uncle Papa Larry, some Larry Dre, you might see him walk on the road with his kid. He wears two different shoes sometimes. That's my uncle.
Okay.
He used to have dances at his house, and those days DJs used to come in from different places. They'd come in and chat on the mic. Every song had DJs. So there's a come. I used to be fascinated looking at all his equipment. And then I had another cousin, Psyche Dre. He used to have parts of his house down Middletown. And then I don't know if you remember the underground down Middletown. The underground.
Yeah, man.
Then he used to have the underground down Middletown. He used to have parties after the party, 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, down the underground. He used to have parties outside. So I used to take my little, cassettes here, I used to take my little cassette recorder, put it to the window and record all the new Yellow Man tunes and all that. Yeah, and I used to take them to school. That's what I was getting R&B school. I used to boss them in the change, and all my boys come on listen to the tunes on the cassette recorder. I do some youths of this right now. They watch this talking on a cassette recorder, but
see, right?
So it's a play music. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Real talk.
So then I went from there, I moved over to Union Street, smack in the heart of, Angle Street, smack in the heart of it again, rough areas. And that's when I met up with the Playbwoy crew. But we wasn't Playbwoy crew then, but my boys like Dendre, Colin Richardson, Colin Gucci. Yeah, boy, he was the first Playbwoy selector.
Okay.
See, people might not even know that. Gucci, it was me, then it was Gucci and Kochi. It was us three. Gucci was the selector. He selected all the rhythms. I used to spin the turntables. I won't touch a mic for nothing. Scared to touch the mic. Even though I came up on stage all my life, I've got my background. My Aunt Gina's on the stage, my Uncle Rick's on the stage. Everybody was dancers and stuff for stage. So that was cool being on the stage. But the mic, no. Kochi was the mic man. He had control of the mic. And Gucci was selected, like I said, and I was spinning records. So that's Playbwoy main 3. And then it was, background. You had your crew members, it was also my brother Cheeky. He was in there. I had cousins like my cousin Randy, and there was guys like Richard, Jay, and all these other guys' crew. And Smurf, my boy Smurf, all these guys was there to make things happen too. Even though people never saw him in the front line, but you need those people around you to support, and you got to lift your speakers and do different things. These guys was there, like, you know what I mean? Yeah.
So,
go
ahead. No, go ahead, man. This is your story, man. We need to hear this, man. We need to hear this.
Cool, but sometimes questions could trigger the mind, you know what I'm saying?
So what type of sound systems was you listening to when you was coming through? You said, you used to put your cassette tape to the underground and, your uncles and stuff. But was it any sound systems that was out at that time that you was going down and listening to?
You heard, when I had my cassette out there, was like Chase Diamond Emperor and Dub City. And those guys there, they was the guys that was having the parties. And it was just DJs. But I can't remember all of them's name right now, but there was the DJs there. But then, what happened when I moved Angle Street? John Strong, that's my family again, cousins again. they kept the equipment for a few months or so downstairs in the barber shop. That's when I was at Engle Street.
Yes.
So what I used to do, I used to sneak down there nights and go play on the turntables. Never played on turntable before. That was my first turntable I played on. I used to sneak down there, put the equipment on, and start playing on it. But I think they called on to me because I went down there one day, I couldn't get it on. So I think they put a move on me, they couldn't get it on.
Okay.
But that's where the first turntables came here. But Johnstown, there was one that was like a push. Like I used to go to the dances, and I was a young boy. She sounds young, going to the dances. And, you know, that's my big cousins, like. So I just say, I used to watch them. And then I just got into it. And then eventually, what happened is, when we moved, the barbershop moved up to Hills Hill, my daddy, it's passed now, bless his soul, it's passed. But he bought all the old speakers from Spinning Wheel. Spinning Wheel got a new set of speakers, and my daddy said, he wants to just show me into music. He showed me into music, and he bought all the speakers for me. So I had a nice, set up of speakers. Yeah,
that's beautiful.
Because before that, we was playing at Spinning Wheel, underage, and bossing the dance. That's when Spinning Wheel had a DJ booth, was like a bubble, was like a little spaceship sort of. You had to go down the steps into it, and we was playing in there, bossing the dance.
Sid.
Like young. But then we got our own speakers, so we was able to travel around.
Okay.
We was able to travel around. So, and then we added DJs too, because Kachi was a DJ too, like on the mic, a chatting artist. He was an artist.
Oh, yeah?
And the mic man. Yeah. Kachi, we had Kachi, my boy Bigger, and Jamelody.
Okay.
That was our 3 main artists, because every song had artists. That's how it was. All the songs back then, you had to have a few artists to do your dub plates, and then if you clash somebody, or the clashing days was happy. Clashing was happy. Then it was fun. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah, and everybody had the artists. The artists would go against each other, and then, your DJs would go against each other. But that's how it was.
So let me ask you. Like you said, you had got family members that's into it. You was fascinated by DJs coming through and chatting on your people's systems and stuff like that, and you was there as a little youth watching. But is there anything that made you say, this is me, I want to be a sound boy? Was it any particular instance, or was it a particular session or you just kind of filtered your way in and it just felt its way into you?
It just evolved. I always liked music. I was into music. Like I said, my family is just music people. I used to break dance before I was a selector.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I was a break dance, a group. Me and my cousin Randy, my brother Cheeky, we had a group. My uncle Rick, he was the manager.
So you used to carry around your cardboard and all that there kind of stuff so you could do it right on the street? All right, say no more.
Cardboard, boom box. And that's what another way I got started, me and my boy Colin, the original selector, Gucci, Playbwoy. We used to build cassette tapes. 120-minute cassette tape. We used to get cassette tapes. We used to get a song and record it onto the 120-minute tape and build a cassette tape, take the boom box or BAA and play to the games, football games and all that. So those things like that just a build up, and then we went from there.
All right.
Yeah, and then it ended up transferring into Hott107 and country, because in song business, things could get rough. Your speakers break down sometimes. Some people could be booing you sometimes, Frank.
Yes.
Just before that, the praise, hey, Playbwoy. Then your speaker bears cuts out. Oh, Playbwoy, what happened? Guys are making jokes. I hope you don't cut her like that.
Well, you know what?
You know what I mean? Things happen.
I'm glad you brought that up, because what I want to know, and some people possibly want to know too, how did you come up with your name, High Top, and how was the name Playbwoy? How did you guys come to that conclusion to say, yo, I'm High Top, and now we're going to name this sound system Playbwoy the Outlaw Movement? I mean, was it Playbwoy, or was it Playbwoy the Outlaw Movement, or was it a sound before that? Did you have a sound system before that? Give us the story, bro.
What happened is, my crew, I said I linked up with my Engle Street crew. What happened, you see Terry Burgess, her family in Spinning Wheel. So we used to all hang out together. She's a little older than me, guys, but we used to all hang out together. And we guys used to dress up and, and want to look nice all the time. But she says, this was before we was a song. You're a bunch of Playboys. Oh, I said, what? Okay, you should have never said that. So we carried that name. Yeah, what the Playbwoy crew. So once it evolved into song, we just carried that name. We just carried that name. So we just ended up being, we was Playbwoy International first. And people knew that from the early days, the late 80s.
Okay.
Late 80s, we was Playbwoy International. That's how we started. That was before, your picture was on a poster. Before poster was even made on the computer. You used to sketch your poster He used to sketch Playboy and use a pen and a pencil and markers to make it look pretty. So it wasn't no computer where you go on and use Photoshop or Adobe Photoshop or there wasn't about all that.
And you guys used to do posters one by one? You guys used to handwrite posters?
One by one.
Jesus.
And then we might find a photocopier somewhere, but it wasn't like that. We photocopy 20 things. It was a whole different vibe there.
Jeez.
No YouTubes, no internets. Oh, no, you can't go on YouTube. Guys ask me, no, so can I go on YouTube and find you? Brethren. It was before all of that.
Yeah.
It was before all of that.
Hey, very true, But you know what? Hey, maybe you guys have got some videos around you can upload to YouTube. Well, actually, this was before cell phones. And yeah, you're right.
No, some of it's at the late side of Playbwoy deal because my boy Rocky from Awesome High Park, he used to record. He has some stuff. I don't know what he's actually done, but I know he has some stuff. But I guess he might upload it sometime.
Well,
so then my name Hott came. I used to have, I don't know if you remember years ago, the boxes was in style. You had the higher on the top.
Yes.
So I had a high on the top.
All right.
And my boy from Firestone, I think, gave me that name. Norman from Firestone. He gave me that name. Yeah, the high top, got the high top. And then Kochi, I think he gave his self that name. Yeah, Kochi, yeah. So that's when I ended up being High Top and Kochi.
And what a legendary name it ended up being inside of this system.
Kochi is my brethren. Yeah, that's my brethren.
Jeez.
And then we went on the radio. The radio, that's what blew up. Two things I'm going to say that really took Playbwoy to another level from those days of sketching flyers and just playing dance. Right? It's my boy Rongsi from the Vibe Tribe.
Yes.
Rongsi.
Yes.
He said, look, what you guys got to do is put your pictures on the flyer, picture of yourself on your flyers. I'm like, huh? No, but people don't do that. Normally, like back then, it wasn't about putting your face all out there and being on camera like how it is today. It's a real different thing.
Mm-hmm.
So he says, look, put your pictures on the flyer. I said, okay. So we went down Bernard's Park, got some hot pictures, take my boy Gary Joe. He put me on it, took pictures of me, put our face on the flyer. So that took it to another level. It's like we was always a step ahead. See, that's what happened. We was always a step ahead. Put our pictures on the flyers, and then that took off. The next thing you got people got your faces in people's houses now.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
So then in the early 90s, and that's my dad passed away around that time. But it took me to another level. It's like something that just kept my mind off it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So that's when Trevor, TNN, he does the TNN, right? The news for Bermuda and all that.
Yes.
He was at Power 95 and he started a reggae show called Reggae Vibes. Now, this was the first reggae show ever, like to play a complete hour of reggae music because reggae music was not even played on the radio and all that. Daytime wasn't like that.
Wow.
One or two reggae songs here and there. It wasn't like it is today. You could just boss. Yeah, you're bossing tune this morning. I was tuning in a bit too.
Okay, blessings. Blessings. Well, I learned from the masters. I learned from the masters like you guys.
Yeah. So that the reggae show. So it was Reggae Vibes. And that's when people started. Oh, this is Reggae Vibes of High. I'm High Top, and the Kochi was at the high pitch. I'm Kochi.
Right.
That's when people got into High Top and Kochi. And then that's when it went from there, man.
Well, you know what?
It went from there.
Hold that thought. We're going to just take a quick commercial break. People, if you were just tuning in, I'm letting you know right now we are talking with High Top. We'll be right back after this, people.
The best radio in Bermuda every single day. Your number one, Hott107.5.
Your systems are offline.
Yo, this is J3, and you are now locked in. With DJFlava.
Yes. We are back intact, and I'm letting you know right now, if you were just tuning in, this is Carib Wednesdays, a special edition. Now, today, right now, I have on the phone with me High Top from the Playbwoy Outlaw Movement. High Top, you still there?
Yo.
All right, let me turn it up just a little bit louder. Yes. All right. So, High Top, before we went to commercial break, we was talking about your start in the business, your crew, how you guys got your name, Playbwoy, the speakers that your father bought from Round Spinning Wheel, and when you started, we just left off of you playing on the radio, Reggae Vibes and stuff like that. You was talking about that took Playbwoy to another level.
Yeah, that was levels, too. And big up to Travis Sparks.
Yeah, man.
You might not know him as the name of Travis Sparks.
Real
But yeah, he
talk.
put us on the radio. And that was big because they were playing on the radio and then people's looking forward to her as in the dance.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So we got to play all our tunes, say we made a new remix. Or we got a new dub plate.
Right.
People waiting to hear it.
Okay.
So between those two places, the barber shop, Ron Angle Street, where you used to come get your haircut.
Yes.
People used to come there. That one going around the barber shop to hear the new tune, the new remix, the new good stuff. People would be there when FedEx would deliver the new dub plate. They'd be right there. FedEx would walk in, drop the plate there. Cut is there. Cut you there every day.
All right, you know what? We're going to get to that. Hold on. We're going to get to that. We're going to get to that because you know what? You said something, right? You said that the radio took you to another level.
Yeah.
Another level, there's two words, another level, right? To me, it means a lot. And it brings me to my next thing because my first experience of Playbwoy was in 1991.
Okay.
And you guys was playing up at Workman's Club. You know, my mother, big shout out to my mama, June Tuesday, shout out to my daddy. You know, that's my major group, and we hired you guys one time. We used to have this parties called dance party BDA because I believe on TV it used to be a show, a dance show like you know people was in a club. It used to be called Dance Party USA. So we bought Dance Party BDA and we guys hired you. That was my first introduction, and I remember this is when I'm talking about another level. This is what made you guys stand out from me. And it actually made me freeze right in my boots because my cousin here at Spanish Town, shout out to the old Spanish Town crew. Yes, my cousin Zappy,
Spanish Town crew.
You know, Chinatown, you know, his little mini son and all that kind of stuff. You know, those are the guys, you know, that was right down the back of my house, right? Reggae, boom, boom, bam.
Spanish Town, boy.
That night up at Workman's Club, you did something that shocked me to death. It made me freeze and I literally just stood up. And what you guys did, it was like a sin in dance. In my opinion, I thought that it was a sin in dancehall music at that point in time. And the sin that I'm talking about is playing hip hop. And I'm gonna tell you what song you guys played.
You remember that?
Man, listen, I'm telling you right now, the type of when it comes to music and when you're in the crowd, Playbwoy, I'm telling you, you never know what things people remember about you guys. We're gonna get to all that, but I'm telling you, the impact that you guys had is monumental, brethren. But that night you played, and it was one of the biggest records out in New York City, all over the world, and you played that Black Sheep, The Choice Is Yours. You could do this, and you could do that.
That was big.
And that was monumental. But at the time, you know, you guys was there, you guys are running tune, and then, you know, you guys switched the vibe, and I was like, hey, this is to myself. I'm like, hey, this is not allowed. What is it?
That's how we was. Bro.
What was it that made you guys decide to say, yo, we're gonna break the trend? Because you know, later on in life, you know, I'll say a year after that too, I started getting big dance, and you know, any other person that tried to play rap, I saw shandy bottles get thrown at them. You know what I mean? What was it? What was it that made you guys decide to step out the box and say, yo, we're gonna play some hip hop?
The thing about it is with DJing, you gotta play what the people want to hear. You could try to play your personal songs you like, but sometimes you gotta play what the people want to hear. Some people might miss that as a DJ. Oh, I'm playing this song. This is this. We was playing. If you want to hear some hot tune, come Playbwoy. We played slow music. We played R&B.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So whatever people want to hear, that's what we play. You want the hits? Okay, we give you the hits. Sometimes you had 10 songs on one rhythm. We're going to play the best, the top 3 that the people like. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to play the whole 10. That's how we was. So we played soca. We played calypso. We mixed music together. You know, that's the remixes. We ain't got on to that yet, but you know, the remixes and all that.
We're about to move on to that.
That's how it was.
So basically, you guys just broke all the rules, set your own trend, what it ended up being in the end was it was something that just couldn't be matched, man. When you guys go to when you listen, I remember many times that big foreign sounds would come down here.
Yeah.
And if Playbwoy was playing somewhere, that foreign sounds party was empty. Everybody went go check a Playbwoy. You know,
Yeah, that's how it was, man.
That's how strong you guys was. So let's talk about this remix thing, man, because everybody knows you guys were the remix kings. I can remember some of my favorite remixes. Definitely, you had one on the Determined That Hands in the air and lemon from you know Satan chat. You had a remix on that one, but I remember one time I was walking in up at Stonington campus. I would never forget you guys was playing that Spooty Thieves. You ain't get nada from us. Not even a dollar. And you guys had some vicious remixes, and I was just walking in the party. The party was on smash. We're going to get to the Stonington campus, but let's talk about the remix. What made you guys take that lane, man? What made you guys take that lane?
So, this is TOCO days, right? The barbershop was up TOCO. So, I don't know, man. My mind, I'm a person, my mind's always thinking. Right today, they call it innovative thinking. Back then, it was just thinking. Now there's a name for it, innovation.
See it.
So I was doing innovative, whatever I do. And I put my 100% into it. Whatever I'm doing is 100%, probably 120%. You know what I mean? So I was just thinking, hey, but I could take this and put this with this. And it was on cassette tape. We was using cassette code. The song Shy. Shy is, the song Shy. I forget how it goes. But we took the Shy song, it's an artist, the R&B song, Shy. Oh, how this song go? I can't remember.
I know the artist though. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, right? And we took Shy and put it on Bombastic. The tune, Mr. Bombastic, we took that and put it on cassette tape. Now, what happened, I have another cousin in music, Don Bassett. He played, I don't know if it's still at Power 95, but Don Bassett at Power 95, he says, look, cuz, bring it up here. Come play on the radio. So that was the first time ever was a remix. What I can recall, I don't think anybody around the world was doing it at the time.
Wow.
At the time. So we took it up there and he played it on the radio. I'm talking about the radio lit up. Wow. Lit up. Wow. That was the first remix. And then, my mind started ticking. If I could put one artist on a rhythm, I could put two artists. So then I took Beanie Man, and I think it was Sword and Pepper, and put that on a rhythm. So now we got a combination. Oh, this is it. And then the remixes started building and building. But then, as things start to go through, the barbershop, that's when the barbershop moved English Street. And we brought my brother Kareem, the hardcore crew. Now that's where Monster comes in. My brother Kareem comes in. Bob Marlin. See, all these guys came in on the hardcore crew. And then guys, they came with the younger, with a different mindset. They came in with computers. Hey, look. We could do this on computer. We could remix this off. Yeah, download a software onto the computer, and then we could start doing our remixes on the computer and CDs. And me, I was nervous to touch a computer. I was old school at the time. My brother Kareem says, look, Kevin, you could do it. So one time, look, I was anxious to do this remix. So I said, Kareem, what buttons I'm going to press? She wasn't at the shop at the time. I said, Kareem, what buttons I'm going to press? I called him on the phone. Right? And he said, look, this is what you do. This is what you do. I said, okay, I'm going for it. And I started building remixes. From there, that was it. That was it. It was no stopping after, because you could manipulate music any way you want to. I know people do it normal today, but back then it was a new wave, a new era.
Sure, that's
and
a
then
definite.
It was a new era. Computer, music and computer. And then CDs started getting made. So then we had to step ahead again. We started building CDs. And that's, that was a next level. We're selling CDs now. You got your picture on your CD, you got all your tunes on your CD, you take it and you put it in your CD player and you play it.
See it, man.
Yeah.
Hey, man, it's when you talk about these remixes, I just remember myself going up to the barbershop at TLC. I look on the wall, pick out which design I want.
Yeah.
Because you guys had your pictures up there, which, I used to pick. I was like, yep, that's the design I want. And you'll be there cutting her. And Kachi will be right over there on the side there. Sometimes I remember one time he was making a remix one time there, and I actually heard it out that night later on, and I was like,
"That's how it was."
I'm like,
That's how it was.
I was like, "Geez, I was actually just in the barbershop watching him do it just earlier, and then now later on, it's ripping up the whole entire party,
ripping the place up."
So
damn remixes used to even throw off the big songs, like you see, had like Tony Matterhorn, Stern. We used to play of Stern Love, Tony Matterhorn, Renaissance. All those songs was big songs.
Yes,
but we used to drop those remixes. It's really nothing they could do at the time. They said, "Listen, you know what I mean? Hey, what's dessert?" You know what I mean? Because it was a remix. you couldn't find it anywhere else.
Mm-hmm.
You just couldn't find it, and that's how it was.
So
and we used to have so much fun with it.
You know, this week is May 24th. You know what will be happening on May 24th if after the parade, after the majorettes is going through the floats,
I know where you're good.
It's only one place that everybody who was in their sane and insane mind went after the parade. That was up TLC, where your barbershop was. How did that start? Because that, let me tell you something before you start talking, man. Do you understand? You know what? Because sometimes as we play music, right? Like, see, I'm a DJ now. You know, I'm a, you know, compared to you, I'm alright. You know what I mean? But what I'm saying is,
you're doing things, though. You're doing things.
You know what? I'm gonna knock that off as, you know, I got lucky. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put that punch on lock
for you. Hey, good
stuff. But you know, back in them days, man. You know, we're up on, you know, TLC, like. You know, as I was about to say, you know, as a DJ, sometimes we play music, and sometimes, you know, we might not always get the feedback immediately from people or whatever. So sometimes, you know, we never really know what type of impact certain things had on certain people. TLC was a place that had a heavy impact on people's lives. It was like it was a culture. It was a culture. It was a after May 24th. You knew it was one place to go up at Teal's Hill. How did that start? What made you guys say, yo, we're going to bust something up on this hill May 24th, and then it just started and just go on? How did start?
I guess, again, it's that thinking, man. I'm saying, Bernard's Park, just on the hill, if we put our speakers outside the barbershop and play some music, people would just come up here and listen. And it's free. I'm thinking that is free. It's free. You're getting Playbwoy for free.
Yeah.
That's how I thought. So the bar, but then you got to think about the barbershop move on Angle Street. So I'm saying, how we're going to keep Teals here again? We're going to set up the speakers. We're going to plug them in. We need electricity. But my boy Bobby, Fitzy lived on the other side.
Okay.
Because I can't actually Teals shape, but yeah, he's lived on the other side, the brown house there on top of Teals. So we said, look, me talk to my boy Fitzy, talk to his moms, gotta talk to moms. Look, can we set up the speakers here and get this thing? She says, I said, no problem, Carmen, go ahead. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's when we put these speakers there on that side, and we use our electricity and we play it from our porch. And it was like, people just used to, like you said, it was a part of 24 for me. It was a part of the parade.
Yeah.
Once they left, 24, they knew we're going to TOCO. And I'm talking thousands of people. And it got so serious that the police started to barricade it off down Parsons Road. Barricade so people don't try to drive up there. But we never asked the police to do it. We just looked on it. Hey, the police is barricading it off down there so that people don't try to, because it was too much people to try to drive to get through. You know, anything can happen. So they say, you know what? We're going to do this for them. That's how things was back there. We used to all work together. So the police would just come there and just barricade it off for us, just like that. So we didn't have to worry about people trying to drive up there. Nobody had to worry about the accidents, nothing. They used to just block it off for us. And then we just used a busty place too. People left. You know what I mean? To whenever time people felt like it. That's how it was.
So what do you remember that first time that you guys tried that and like what it was like? Do you remember the first time that you guys decided to set up outside?
Yeah, the first time it wasn't, of course it wasn't as huge as it was. You know what I mean? It just wasn't. But it just built and built and built up and built up. And that's just me speaking of that, that's sound business in general. Sometimes you're playing dance to 3 people. Sometimes we got Playbwoy. I mean, people know, but Playbwoy played with just us and the bartenders. Because you had other songs out there at the time, like Soldier One, Your Life. You know what I mean? God, like, you know, it's a lot of, you know, Spanish Tortoise guys, there's big songs too.
Right.
So, like, yeah, right now, yeah, but me and Kati was saying, walk hot. Walk in, make this, and watch when we become what we become. That's how we always do it. Wow. So if we're playing to the bartenders are out shocking. They're having a blast. We're like, we don't see bartenders are dancing, but cool, that's all we got. Then we ain't worrying about it. One day. Yeah, and one thing that sticks out in my mind too, like just speaking on these lines, is the late Troy Amin.
Oh, jeez.
We just trying to get to playing Cleos, and he says, listen, Life's got 20, I think it was 21 more times to play because I think, something happened to the speakers down in there or something. So he said, look, I guess the payback was, look, I got to let him play for 21 times. That's what it worked up. I was like, come on, Troy, man. 21 times we got to wait for it. That's could be forever. But he said, all right, cool. We'll wait out the 21 times. But Cleos was his spot to play. He said, spinning wheel on that thing.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
man.
but Cleos end up taking over. So everybody's a good Cleos down there. So, but when that 21 times over, he gave us a blind. Oh, that was it. That was it.
So
that was it.
So you said that TLC started off slow. How many years was it until it really hit that full blast like what I knew it is? Because when I started going to TLC, it was already ram-packed. You know what I mean? It was like an initiation. After 24 for me, that was my,
That's hard to say. It was probably 3-4 years.
Seeing.
Probably the first 2 was, decent. But after probably the third, then the fourth year, and then from there, that was it. Because, let me think, that was early, like you said, early 90s. TLC was early, 90s started early 90, like 92, 93, somewhere around there. Yeah, so probably by 95, it was lit.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, 95. Yeah, that was it. And it was sort of like a give back to the people because they didn't have to pay. It was free. You can listen to Playbwoy for free. The same remix, the same dubplates, the same vibe. You didn't have to pay a dime. You just had to come up there and enjoy yourself. Right in the street.
What did you like about being up at TLC when it comes to damn parties and stuff like that?
It was freedom like. It was like a freedom place where the area people didn't worry about loud music. You know what I mean? Because back then it was restrictions. If you heard of 100 feet or 100 meters, I don't know the exact measurement, but 100 meters, they call the police on you. They shut you down. They try to turn it. The police come to turn it down. So up there, the area, people didn't bother. They didn't worry about it. I don't know if they never called the police, tell them come turn it down. Nothing. So we was just free. And plus, I guess it was 24 for May too. So people had the holiday spirit. And it started earlier and ended earlier. But like normally a dance boss 12 midnight. But there's a boss 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
8 o'clock to 12. It was winding down because people had to go work the next day. Some people had to go to school the next day. You know what I mean? So
very true.
That's what I liked about it. It was free. It was freedom. People just come there and just have a good time. And that's how it was. And that's one place that was just vibes like. And then people came with the vibe from 24 for me. Oh, your dress. Yes. 24 for me. Your was your best. That's your best outfit. What we call them back? A Genzi. Your was your best Genzi. You know what I mean? Your was your best Genzi.
For real.
Yeah, and you're on top of your game.
Yeah.
And it's the male and the female relation, of course.
Yeah, man.
That's the ram right out.
See.
And that's how it was, man. So that was the vibe there. It was a vibe. That was definitely a vibe.
High Top, just hold it right there. Hold that door right there. We'll be right back with everybody. If you're out there tuned in, we were talking to a mega titan of this dancehall business that we come to understand today. We got High Top from Playbwoy, the Outlaw Movement, on the line with DJFlava on the Hot Morning Show, Hott107.5. We'll be right back after this.
The best radio in Bermuda every single day. Your number one, Hott107.5.
Yo, this is J3, and you are now locked in with DJFlava.
DJFlava, this is the Hot Morning Show. This is a special Carib Wednesdays, and I'm telling you, if you are just tuning in, now people don't get afraid. I know that normally I come off the air at 9 o'clock, but that will not be happening today. Why? Because right now we are talking with an icon inside the business. Big up to everybody who is out there playing music, everybody who loves to listen to music. But when I'm talking about this particular sound station, Playbwoy Outlaw Movement, we are talking about rulers of the 90s dancehall. Hi, Top, you still on the line?
Yes, spread is me there.
All right, question. Can you, I'm going to push the rhythm up again. Just let me know if you can't hear the rhythm. Can you hear the rhythm?
Not really, no.
All right, don't worry about that then. I'll tell you what. Don't worry. We're gonna work across that. Don't worry about that. So just now we was talking about TLC. We left off talking about TLC and stuff. So this is one thing that some people might not, you have some people out there that's listening and they have absolutely no clue. They have no idea that town, country, and east side used to all be in one place. Some people have never, ever. Do you, like, I know it's far-fetched for you, but to think you have some people that, you have people from town that's never been country ever.
I know, man. It's
people
horrible.
from country who's never been town, and vice versa.
I know, man. Look, man.
How was the unity around? How was it back then? Town, country, and east side all inside a party.
Back then, it was normal for everybody to get together. Say up TOCO, you had people from St. David's, St. George's, Crow, Smith Parish, right up there you go, from Warwick to South to Somerset. Everybody was at TOCO. Every time Playbwoy played, everybody was there. If we went down St. George's Club and played, Cricket Club and played, people from Somerset would find their way down to St. George's. Yeah, they'll find their way, either bike, bus, get a lift. They'll find a way. If we went played up Somerset, people from St. George's were playing in town. Everybody was there. That's how it was, and that made it better for us. You know what I mean? Not just from a music standpoint, from a business standpoint.
Yeah.
Because Playbwoy was a business. It wasn't just. I know people saw it as a DJ. No, we was entrepreneurs. We was businessmen. So that gave you more numbers on your gate. So that way you take that money, you put it back into your song. So when all that madness started happening, that was madness, man. Town start fighting country start fighting town, and my dances. But before that, you will have somebody from Somerset. This is how respectful guys was there. Come to me and say, look, all right, I've got some beef with your boy Ron. I don't know, I'll just say Frontline, for example. Frontline from the city. I never hear that from town. And a guy from Somerset come, look, go around there, talk to your boy, and tell him, look, I want to cut the beef. That's how it was. So I'll go around there. What happened, Brethren? Look, I just talked to your boy from Sunday. He said he don't want to beef them. But okay, cool, no worries. That's how it was.
Wow.
That squashed.
Big
everybody
man,
get back together.
big man thing.
Yeah, that's how it was. That's how it was. And I didn't mind doing it because we as a son, we wasn't about all that. We was out, have a good time. That was the main thing. We want you smiling and having a good time. We don't want you fighting. Of course, people fight. But if you fight, you stop the music, guys stop fighting, get back to it. But then things evolved into fighting. The fight will last all night. Then you're hearing gunshots in the dance and all that. You're like things are just getting out of hand. And then, we was hiring people to sell food. Other people that selling food, they're selling liquor, they're selling clothes, and these people were given opportunities to make some extra money to feed their family. Yes. But then you got the fights, they're fighting all over these stores, the people they're screaming, and it just got out of hand. And to be honest, that was one of the things that sort of drove me away from song business, drove me towards like Christianity, and just because those things wasn't, even though we played that hardcore music that even talked about shoot this guy and shoot that guy, but for us was entertainment.
Yes.
It was entertainment, but I guess these guys took it literally. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For us, it was a hot tune.
And you know what?
Guy told me, you kill or be killed, bounty killer, kill or be killed, all that. But for us, it was a hot tune.
Yes, we knew how to separate entertainment from, reality.
Thank you.
Yes,
man, yes. But it just like these guys just took the violence thing to the next level. And then I play a dance up Somerset, it's just Somerset people. So that's cut down all the numbers. I play a dance in town, it's just town guys. Like we play St. George's, it's just St. George's. And I'm like, no, this is not looking good at all.
Okay.
It just wasn't started to be worth it anymore. And like one of the main ones was up White Hill. We played anniversary. I think it was 30th. No, not 30th. I'm sorry. It was our 10th anniversary thing, or 13th anniversary, something like that. We used to have the anniversaries. After Cup match, we have a party. Wherever Cup match is, we have a party. If it's up St. George's, we have the St. David's Field. Or if it's up Somerset, we have it White Hill or Snooker Park.
Mm-hmm.
So we had it up White Hill. And all day guys told me, big up Killer Hill, big up Killer Hill. I knew that's radio, but I said big up Killer Hill. So I'm thinking, okay, big up Killer Hill. Oh, that night, war all night.
Wow.
And after that, two of the main Playbwoy guys, I think if I'm gonna correct, that was the last dance.
Okay.
To play for Playbwoy. That was my brother Kareem from the Hardcore Crew and Bob Marlin. I don't think those guys ever played anymore after that. I'm gonna correct. Okay. Because that wasn't our vibe.
Yeah, man. You real talk?
Yeah, it just wasn't our vibe.
I can understand that.
So. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. Well, and you know what?
It changed. It messed me up. That third, it just messed us up. Like.
That was actually one of the questions. That was actually one of the questions that tons of people out there, wanted to know why you guys stopped playing music and stuff like that because you guys were so awesome at it. The vibes that you guys brought. I mean, you leaving a Playbwoy. But back in them days, big dances were big dances. You go to a dance on you go to a Saturday night. The dance is so hot. Like my life going through high school, I tell people all the time, because I have talks with people sometimes, and they talk about this and that and music and vibes and all at the end. I try to explain to some people, when I was going to high school, my Friday and Saturday was listening to international stuff. You had King Addis passing through, and Clay House was monumental. That place, to be listening to 4x4 Exodus. King Addis, Kilimanjaro. That was so normal. It was so normal. Like that was every weekend, every weekend. And you guys are right there alongside, which brings me to a next thing. Oh, God. We're talking about Teal's Heel and all of that. Shout out to everybody who's tuned in. If you're just tuning in, I'm talking with Hott from Playbwoy, the Outlaw Movement. Now, we talked about your start. How you got your name. We talked about May 24th, Teal's Heel. You just gave a little bit of insight on what actually kind of drifted you, made you make a change away from the dancehall. But we can't go to that corner right now. We need to come back and let's talk about oh my gosh, Jesus. I got a story to tell too, because I will never forget one night. I had just came back from New York City the week before. I had brand new, I had everything. FUBU was loaded, ready to go. Man, look, man. Hey, I came out the shower like 10 o'clock. I just moved country with my dad. I'm from Spanish Point. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody, Shady Corners, Key West, right? I had just moved up inside the country with my own man. I say, Playbwoy's playing tonight. I'm going to let everybody know where they're playing. And now you're going to understand why my story goes the way it goes. I came out the shower. It's like 10 o'clock. Said yes. I came out. I looked at my Ganzi I looked at it on the bed. I smiled at it. I looked in the mirror to myself and said, hey, we're going to Playbwoy tonight. But I heard me all so happy. I had put my paw on my chest. And I'll never forget this little fan that I had. I set the little fan up in front of me and was just letting a blow breeze on me. I said, let me just kick back for a little while. Let me touch the dance like 12. Which is late. It's good. It's good. It's good. It could be good and bad because you never know what you're gonna miss before 12. Because for real. It's many times I came to you guys dances and trust me, the girls will be on full blast before 12:30. Yeah. They'll be already totally satisfied.
We drop people and let them in free. We let them in free before 12.
See,
when they pay $2, they just pay $2. Guys, $20.
All right, say no more. Well, I'll tell you, right? I came out the shower this night. I laid back on my bed, put the fan on, and the next time that I woke up, the clock said 2:25, and I'm waking up, and I'm like, no, Bob, my eyes are blurry now, right? I'm saying, no, Bob, please tell me it's a 1 in front of that 2. I prayed to God. I said, look, as my eyes are adjusting, I said, please, God, let it be a 1 in front of that 2. Let it be 12:25 and not 2:25.
No way.
Hey, brother, it said 2:25. Hey, I got up, right? I kicked my fan so far across my room. Hey, it went up against the wall. I picked it up and threw it on again. Picked it up and threw it on again. Hear me? Hey, I was so angry. Now, let me tell you why I was angry. Because
I was angry at that one.
I missed. Well, you know what? I managed to get to the party 12:35. I said after I got vaxxed, I said, you know what? Look, you're not that far away. Kicked over the bike, got there 2:35, and just took the party for whatever it was. Thank God back in the days, Playboi had all the girls. Mad Stragglers was there afterwards and all that kind of stuff. So I was good. I said, you know what? I'll settle for the parking lot pimping tonight. You know,
but you was the freshman. You was fresh when you see it.
True indeed.
You was fresh when you see it, man. You was fresh when you see it.
Well, I'm gonna tell you where I was trying to head that night. I was trying to head my way up to Stonington campus. We have to talk about the legendary Stonington campus day. Some people don't know. They really don't know. And that was actually my first introduction to one of the wickedest sound systems right now. They come to Bermuda all the time, and you know, I've told people before, you know, the people who introduced them to the island was Playboi. And I'm talking about Massive B from Hott107. Shout out to Bobby Condos and Jabba.
Bobby Condos and Jabba, boy.
Let's talk about Stonington campus. Let's talk about Massive B. What made, how did the Stonington campus thing come about? What made you go to Massive B? What was it about them guys that made you say, "Yo, I need you guys here, Stonington campus. Let's run the hill, run the hill profile, run the profile."
Us, the Bobby Condos and Jabba, if I recall correctly, it was a promoter, Baby Sham. He put me guys together one time. I don't know where it was, Spinning Wheel maybe. Somewhere he put us together. Baby Sham.
See him.
Your boys that have Paul Beat Dance up Horseshoe Bay with Ruddy Gun and so.
Yeah, Baby Sham Productions. Yeah.
Thank you. I think I think if I'm correct, he put us together one time, I think at Spinning Wheel maybe. And then, you know, certain things happened to him. That's another story.
Yes.
Then he said, we might as well continue it. So then Stonington College, people want to, like dancehall was rough and all that, but then people made money off of it.
Yes.
If we played up Stonington, what's his name? I can't remember. He used to help us out with the parties. He said, look, let's have someone Stonington. Stonington gets money. Everybody gets money. Everybody eats. Some people selling food there and all that. So that's how it was. So we went up Stonington, and the atmosphere up there was just vibes. Some places, like the actual place itself, the environment, it just creates vibes. It's unbelievable. You could play somewhere and not be the same, but you play at these certain places, it's just what. But Stonington was one of them.
Yeah, man. That's a definite.
So Playboi and Bobby Condos, that was my brethren. He even brought us up to New York to play on Hott107. How many people actually play music? Any DJs playing on Hott107? That's big, like. Wow. That's one of New York's biggest radio stations. That's one of the biggest stations worldwide.
Yes, absolutely.
Hott107. That's like worldwide. Like. We got to play on Hott107 through Bobby Condos. We got to play at Bobby Condos and Jabba's party up in the Bronx.
Really?
Like, so yeah. Jeez. We played his birthday party, up in the Bronx. We played so much things, that happened, overseas and stuff. But Stonington was big.
You know what?
Vibes.
Okay, let's stop. Let's hold it right there on that word, vibes. I want to give the people out there who is listening right now just a little taste of the vibes that used to go on coming out of Playboi, the Outlaw Movement's situation. People, if you're out there listening, turn up your radios. High top, I hope you can hear this when I drop this one. I'm going to try to make it so you can hear it. This is DJFlava, Hott107.5. We're talking with High Top from Playboi, the Outlaw Movement. We're talking about his whole existence, the 90s inside Bermuda and all sorts of things. But if you never, ever, ever made it to a Playboi dance, if you never made it, this is the best thing that I can do. And I can honestly guarantee you, what you're about to hear, if you was actually there, it would be 6 million times more on high, all right? People, keep it locked to the hottest station. Listen right here. I got something coming for you, all right? This is DJFlava, Hott107.5.
The best radio in Bermuda every single day. Your number one, Hott107.5. Hitting hard, hitting loud, and hitting clean. Hott107.5.
Now, High Top, I don't know if you was able to hear that.
I heard that.
You heard that? Did you?
I heard Kachi loud and clear.
Did you hear Kachi? Okay, did you hear the people? If you are out there listening, did you hear the girls in the background just now? One more time, because I need. Listen, when you went up in Stonington campus, right? I'm telling you, everybody out there, I'm telling you now, I always had a game plan, and I knew one thing. I knew for a fact. Many times when you guys play it all over the island, but we're talking about Stonington campus, one of the biggest places when it comes to dancehall and 90s. Yeah. When you walk inside Stonington campus, I knew for a fact there will be at least 4 to 5 rows going 10 to 15, 20 people wide. I knew it was 4 to 5 rows of girls right up front. I didn't have to look for them. I knew. When you touch inside Stonington campus, it's look for girls. They're all up the front. That's where they're going to be. Yeah, that's where they are. Some of them's going to be scattered, all in about. But if you get to a Playbwoy dance up Stonington campus anytime between 11:30 and 12:30, the girls are up the front, ready, locked and loaded, singing their hearts out. And then, you have the bad man inside there. Yo, what? Some boy, I play some girl tune and thing. And, sometimes, hey, but guess what? It wasn't for you. That part of the dance, it wasn't for you. And for all the guys that probably didn't like the music because it was girl music, I guarantee you, they loved it. They loved it at the end of the night.
The girls was there.
By cheese. Talk about it.
That was the voice, boy.
Talk about the Stonington campus, the Bobby Condos. You talked about, they took you guys up New York and all that. What were some of your biggest memories inside Stonington campus, man? Because I'm telling you, people, if you're listening,
I'm gonna tell you, man. I'm gonna say so. I mean, all of them was monumental, but it was a time when guys was putting $100 on the turntable for us to put the tune up.
Jeez.
Guys, the dance was dropping. Look, boy, take this $50, boy. Take this $100. That's how it was.
Wow.
And now I'm heard nowadays it's called money pull up or something.
Yes, a money pull up.
Yeah, I'm saying you guys was doing that 20 years, more than 20 years ago. Guys was dropping money on the look, boy.
Sin.
Play this tune again. Yeah, that's how it was. I remember that clearly. And I'm gonna tell you a quick little story about that. One brethren, he was dropping shit over. Yeah, boy, take that 100, boy. Take this next 100. So this was Saturday night. Monday came. He come from the bar shop. Hey, light up, look, man. That was my rent money, man. Can I have the money back? Why I laughed. I said, right, take the money. I gave me money. Take the money, man. Take the money. No, man, never forget that. I can say it was about my boy too, but your boy said, look, man, I need that money back, man. I gotta pay my rent. So I gave him his money back. Yeah, man.
But I'm really laughing.
I remember this because music like it was. We played old music for the girls up there. Get them to see we were screaming, and it was just like unbelievable boy back then.
I can't even be mad at that guy for trying to front like that. You know what I'm saying? If it's rent money, because
boy was straight up. Hey, no shame. Can bring money bar shop Monday morning. Look, man, that's my rent money, man. I need that money back. I said, all right. I invested back into the song. Yeah, it was still early in the week. So I said, all right, look, man, take the money, man. It's cool. Don't worry about it, man. No worries, man. No worries. As long as you had a good time, I'm happy, man.
You know what? Yeah, I got something. Because I've been doing some digging. When I first approached you, I knew what I was setting out to do. I knew that this was a once-in-a-lifetime chance that I can get to talk to you as an icon. And the reason why this became so special for me is because, we all have some big sounds out there. But I guess it's the fact that coming around your barber shop, you guys was there. Like, I didn't really get a chance to be around other sound guys. They lived in different areas or, I'm a young guy, but, to be able to go around the barber shop, you're there cutting her, Kachi is over there. It makes me feel like, I was in arm's reach of you guys more than I was other people, So when you go to you guys' parties, I'm like, I just left your barbershop getting a haircut to come here.
Yeah, I knew this guy.
I possibly saw Kachi making a remix that's ripping up the dance right now.
Yeah.
And now I'm here, So, you know what? I got something for you. I want you to talk about this. I just want to know how this makes you feel. I don't know. Just give me a second, all right? I want to drop something for you. And just let me know what kind of memories this here brings back for you?
All right.
I got High Top from Playbwoy Outlaw Movement, and right now I'm about to drop something right now on you people. Keep it locked to the hottest station. This is DJFlava, Hott107.5.
The best radio in Bermuda every single day. Your number one, Hott107.5.
It's all about style, keep recording because Playbwoy makes some sound dead before morning. Concert kick with some sound boy, darling. Men of war, men of war, men of war. I will sing men of war. White wall on the alley. Playboy, left your daddy on the alley. It's all about style, keep recording because Playbwoy makes some sound dead before morning. Concert kick with some sound boy, darling. Men of war, men of war, men of war. I will sing men of war. White wall on the valley. Playboy, left your daddy on the alley. 4-2, oh them for the sons is sorry. Playboy said that the murder was bloody. Men of war, white wall on the valley. Front line, left them dead in the alley. 4-2, oh them for the sons is sorry. Playboy said that the murder was bloody now.
Check it out.
Hitting hard, hitting loud, and hitting clean. Hot 107.5.
Top of the morning, we're back inside here with High Top from the Playbwoy Outlaw Movement. High Top, you there?
Mercy.
How'd that feel?
Yeah,
no,
brother.
how did that
brother.
feel? How did that feel just now when I played that? That comes from you.
To be honest,
what happened just now when you heard that?
Brethren,
Be
two
honest.
feelings. I'm gonna be honest, it's a sweet and a sour feeling. Elephant Chow there. Elephant Chow, you know, he transformed to Star Chow, but I knew him as Elephant Chow.
Yes.
My brethren, like we put him on dub plate from early. One of the first songs, we put him on dub plate and bust him in the dance and even have him live in the dance.
See.
Yeah.
Man.
From young.
Yeah, man.
We used to have Elephant Chow and Ninja Cutty.
Wow.
DJing together.
Wow.
And all that.
Arch,
Splinter
how did
Demons and
you
Sia and
jeez, how did you pull that off? Two arch enemies at the time musically, but you know, yeah, go ahead, keep talking, you know, keep talking.
Elephant, he was a special talent, man. Natural talented, man. The guy was just natural. He had international status and how he DJ'd right on the beat. No, because with DJing, like sometimes you add too much words, you could put too less words, but your boy had everything spot on. He was spot on. I could take him to the studio anytime. I didn't have to say, oh, do this, do that. No, we're going to the studio. I didn't have to say nothing. He already had done what he had to do, and he just ran with it. And even if you put him in a dance live, he's going. There's no extra stuff you got to do. You ain't got to worry about if it's going to bust, if it's going to do something right or wrong. No, he just had it. Him, Ninja Cutty, another DJ Simon, this guys just had it.
Wow.
They're just right on it, like they're just on it. Some people just on it, on the rhythm, where you ain't gotta try to get the rhythm catch up to them or not, just on it.
See it.
And yeah, Elephant Chow, you know what I mean? Like, hey, the late great, this is a late great, this is a legend, it's a legend.
Hey, sleep in
peace
to Star Child, Elephant Child.
Star Child,
his Star Child
legend,
now.
man.
Yeah, his Star Child now, but like you said, back then, that was the Elephant Child, man, the ghetto
Elephant,
gladiator, you know? Star Child was, you know, the artist from town representing White Wall. Ninja Cutty was the artist from representing country. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, Stonington campus. Let's go back to that for a quick minute. How many people would you think? How much people did you think would you average amount came out to Stonington campus days when town and country used to be in the same building?
Like inside,
yeah, man,
it had to be about 1,000 people. But then the people that couldn't get in because it was too packed, it was probably another 500 outside.
Absolutely.
Hanging around on their bikes, sitting on their bikes, or just in the area.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so you're talking 1,500, maybe could have been 2,000, I don't know, but it was well over 1,000 people, 1,500 people just there in the area. Like.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you know what?
And it was town and country there. Yeah,
real
that's
talk.
how it was.
And you know what I used to like though? I used to love it when you guys be running tune, and then on the side, you have Monster, the bandsman. You know, people, I don't know if you know what a bandsman is, but Benjamin,
Yeah,
that's the
got
guy
the
who
sound
has the sound effects and all that. Monster will be there. It was so action packed. Big shout out to Monster if you're out there listening, man.
Yes, Monster.
You know what I'm saying?
Monster, big up, yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
you know, so
that's yeah.
you know, you guys are contunkerous. You guys are running hot. Let me ask you, when did you know? When did you know that, yo, Playbwoy is here? What hot? What running things? Like, we are her? Like, this is what's up. When did you know that Playbwoy, the Outlaw Movement, was Playbwoy, the Outlaw, and you guys are really, because it reached a time for me. I mean, you know, yes, we had many hot songs out there, many. It was, but what I'm talking about here is I witnessed you guys almost totally dominate the dance hall.
Yeah,
and when I mean,
years,
okay, I didn't want to.
For about 7, 8 years straight.
You know what?
It was just Playbwoy. That was it.
I thought about.
That's how it was.
You know, I was very careful because, you know, saying that, but truth is truth. This is my truth. This is my truth. I witnessed Playbwoy with total domination, and what I mean by that is,
it was for a while. It was like about 7 years. That's how I looked at it.
Yeah, because if
it was domination, like you said. It was that everywhere we played, it was Ram.
Yes,
everywhere. Even we played the oldest dance for the older people, it was Ram. Everywhere we played, it was just Ram, and we just everywhere we moved all around the country, people just followed us. That's how it was.
Like
we played us. There was 4,000 people at a dance. That's 4,000 people at a dance. 3,000 people at a dance. Like, that's it. Yeah.
Like
Snooker Park, 2,000-3,000 people up there. Ram.
Wow. I can remember one time. I don't remember the exact song that came in that night, but Sternerton Campus was on the same night, and I was like, I feel sorry for that promoter. Like, you know what I'm saying? Whoever bought in that foreign song, I know, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, in the promoting game, we all take our wins, we all take our losses, but when Playbwoy played, it's not almost a guarantee. It's a guarantee that your dance is gonna flop. Everybody's going to a Playbwoy dance. Every girl inside the world was at a Playbwoy dance. Every person who wanted them vibes was at a Playbwoy dance. How did that feel? Like, how did that feel?
It was just like, this is what you set out to do, and now it's happening. You know what I mean? You set out to look. We guys, this was way back. Before that, me and Coach was like, look, we're hot, and this is what we're going to do. And we just kept pressing at it, kept pressing, and just staying ahead of the game. And once we got our opportunity, that was it. We took it and ran. We just ran. Wow. And then, you know, your like I said, your venues played a part. Wherever you play, then we start promoting ourselves. We wasn't just depending on somebody to promote us. We were promoting ourselves. So I got him to promote. I said, you know what? We're going to promote ourselves. So we do our own flyers, our own commercials. So we have control of everything. So it's not like sometimes somebody might make a big commercial and promote you.
Right.
Or put on a big dance. The flyer's not too sharp. So we took control of everything.
Totally self-contained. You guys are totally self-contained unit.
So that's what happened. We sound system. All of that, so we didn't have to depend on somebody else's sound. We knew our sound system flop, okay, cool. But we had all of that stuff. And that's why I said it was business. Wow. We had all that stuff in place, so when we go and play, everything's there. We have full control. That's how most of our dances was, the big ones. Other people promote us too, don't get me wrong, other promoters too.
Yes.
Like, Donovan, he was promoting, I'm trying to think of other promoters, other club holders that used to hire us too.
Yeah, man.
But a lot of times we put on our own themes, we have our own themes, everything was about a theme. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
That's how it was. Peaches and cream party, or pink party, or college jam, or, you know what I mean? It was a theme that kept people going. And then we put the music with it, and the remixes, and, and then the excitement of, Playbwoy's going on Jamaica now. Playbwoy's in Alabama. Playbwoy's playing in Atlanta. Playbwoy's going Canada. We play in Canada, all different parts of Canada. We extended Playbwoy up in Canada. That's not a part of the hardcore crew, my boy Danny Skag. You know the boat Arbavita?
Yes.
I don't know if you know the guys that run it. My boy Danny, he said, look, came to me, says, look, high top. I want to start. They was in college and university in Canada. They said, look, I could start Playbwoy up in Canada. They was in top DJ. It was him and my boy Donnie, right?
Yeah.
From their sort of hardcore crew, right? That's from Monster and Walmart and Crew and these guys. There's up there. It's like, I said, you know what? I said, Kochi, look, man, these guys want to do this thing up in Canada. What's your thing? Kochi's like, I don't know. I said, well, look, what we got to lose? So I said, go for it. They cut all the music on CD, took it to Canada, and just blew up in Canada.
Wow.
So when they call me and say, look, Kevin, when you got a spare time from Bermuda, come up to Canada for it was the January Caribbean party they have. Say they got the Caribbean party every year. Boy, I went up there, they was big. And when I came up there, it just took it to another level again. High top, sir. And we used to boss the place in Canada. And tour Canada.
Wow.
We used to do 3, 4, 5 different cities.
Wow.
Yeah. Radio stations, 4 o'clock in the morning, internet stations, we're playing on the radio. Then we're traveling, run up to Ottawa. Then we come back down to Toronto. Then we go over to London, Ontario. That's how it was. And then when we come back, Playboy's back. So I think all that there added to the whole vibe.
Seeing.
The whole vibe, it added to it. So when we come back, they had like say Snorkel Park, we had party up there where Kochi thought of this. Look, let's get these beach balloons. These beach balloons are probably like 3 feet or so. I don't know, 4 feet.
Pause.
Circular.
I was in that party.
The super circus we had. They're soaking everybody and the beach balls are bouncing all around.
Yeah, well, let me tell you. Do you remember what song really tore up that party when you guys were playing, when you guys had their beach balls?
It was one of the tunes was the remix
on
the Showtime rhythm.
Okay, no.
The Showtime rhythm.
I'll give you another one. I'm going to give you another one.
What's another one?
I'm going to tell you another one that toured on these place with the beach balls. Remix. They make them say,
That's the one. Beanie Man on it, and Beanie Man was on it. Yeah.
Jeez. Yeah. You know what? You know what, man? That just.
And I'm gonna tell you a little story about that.
Right.
See Beanie Man the other day. He was on the verses and all that. Cleaning it. That was hard.
Right.
But some guys from Atlanta hooked up with some guys in Bermuda. Right, and they had Beanie Man down Bernard's Park on the Wednesday night.
Right.
No, the Thursday night a cup match. I'm thinking. And it was maybe 1,500 people, maybe 2,000.
Right.
So damn promoters, they ain't got my boys now, but I haven't seen them in years. But these guys must have came up to Snorkel Park on the Friday and saw 3,000-4,000 people. They're like, how a DJ could get more people than an artist?
Right.
That's what happened.
Right.
Saying Beanie Man, saying that, that's my boy, Beanie Man. He was on the night before, but our party had more people. That's how they looked at it. I didn't think of it. I didn't even know. We went to the Beanie Man thing and it was vibes.
Right.
But he said, all these people. And you know that? By the Monday, Tuesday, he was calling me. Look, man, you guys need to hook up, need to do some parties. And then we got to end up doing some parties together.
Wow.
Yeah, that's how serious it was.
Jeez.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah.
Hold that thought right there. People, keep it locked to the hottest station. This is Hott107.5. This is Carib Wednesdays. On the line with me all the way from the UK. We got High Top from Playbwoy, the Outlaw Movement. One of the most biggest, baddest, cantankerous, godly sounds that Bermuda has ever seen, ever witnessed. If you didn't get to witness it, ask your mama, ask your older cousins about it. This is DJFlava right here on Hott107.5. We'll be right back.
The best radio in Bermuda every single day. Your number one, Hott107.5.
Your systems are offline.
Yo, this is J3, and you are now locked in. With DJFlava.
DJFlava, Hott107.5. This is the Hot Morning Show. Today is Carib Wednesdays, where we play the best in reggae, dancehall, soca, Afro beats, and reggaeton. But today is a special edition of Carib Wednesdays. If you're just tuning in with us, do remember the time is 29 minutes past the hour inside the Atlantic. The temperature outside is 71 degrees, but you know we're keeping it hot inside the studio each and every day, baby. This is DJFlava, and right now I have one of my personal mentors, whether he knows it or not. but I have a personal mentor. All right, you know what? Let me just be straight. When you have some people that say, yo, Flavor, you're going bad, that's because I get it from some of these guys right here. These are the guys that make Flavor bad. Hi, Top, you on the line?
Yes, brethren, respect.
So you know what? We talked about so many things, and you know what? This is why I said that this is going to have to be a 3-4 part series, because it is so deep what Playbwoy has done for me and for lots of other people. The way that I feel right now is it's thousands of other people that feel just like me. Thousands. So right. I have a next question. You guys doing your remixes. You know, you guys was looked at as the remix gods. You guys always brought a different vibe. You guys was in a class by yourself. The vibes that you guys brought was nobody can duplicate it. Nobody. Playbwoy the Outlaw Movement was one of the most original movement from the way that you guys used to play your music. I mean, the way that you guys used to take it to the girls first. You know, just the fact that you guys started playing hip hop before other songs. Am I stepping out of line by saying that, or is that truth?
No, that's real.
I'm telling you, that's the truth.
It's real, man.
You
like
guys,
that's all it was. We was one of the first songs to do this type of things. Like,
yeah, man.
I mean, other songs are doing it too. Not to get me wrong, but like to take it to the level that we took it to. Yeah.
You know, so you guys you already broke the trend of playing hip hop, R&B. When it came to the girls just loved you guys, man. Gallus song, Playboys, for real. I'm talking about when you come to you guys' parties, it's rows of 15 to 20 girls up front, and then it's like 4 or 5 rows thick. You know, so people do your maps and understand how much girls was really up front screaming for these guys, and when they was playing, understand that, people. So you know what? We talked about TLC, Stunning the Campus, the remix thing, right? You guys was known as the remix gods, and then me personally, I saw a change in Playbwoy from not just remixes, but it came to some serious dub plates.
Yeah, man.
And it was like a time. You know what? I got something for you too. I got something for you. I just want you to listen, people. If you're just tuning in, DJFlava will on the line with Hott107.5 from Playbwoy Outlaw Movement. Hott107.5, I graciously want to play something for you because you know what? I want to ask you. You know what? Let me ask you. What's your favorite dub plate that you guys have? That you think what's one that stands out? Give me 1 or 2 that stands out to you that you just love.
I'll just say that one's come to my mind right now. It's so many tunes, man.
Which one comes to your mind?
One is Tra La 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 La.
Tra La La La, Playboy they all.
That's one of them that's come to my mind.
That's an anthem.
Yeah.
A Playbwoy anthem.
Yeah, that's one. But it's so many. It's so many like Bermuda artists that done big tune for us.
Right.
It's hard to say. It's really hard to say.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Bunty Killer tunes, all that.
Well,
we remixed them, and I don't know where to start, man. That's hard. You put a tough question on me.
All right. Well, how about? Well, I'll tell you what. We're gonna start with. Well, we already played. We played an Elephant Child, but
Elephant. That's what I'm saying. Elephant Child.
So you know what? We're talking about from the remixes, from, you know, coming from being a bad sound, and then you got the remixes, and then you're moving on to the dub plates. I asked you that question because it's many dub plates, like you said, that stand out. What I want to do right now is I want to play something for you so graciously again, you know what I'm saying, if you allow me so humbly to do this, because when I first heard this, I was like, no way. I was like, no way. And when you played it, it just totally slaughtered the whole entire dance that night. I can't remember where it was the first place that I heard it, but when I heard it...
I'm going to see if I remember.
Yeah? DJFlava, Hott107.5, keep it locked to the hottest station. Don't go nowhere, I got something for you.
Check it out. Hitting hard, hitting loud, and hitting clean. Hott107.5.
Hey, run that, touchy. Hey, hey, they should know. You're only lucky, They should not fools try to place. Chucky,
Playboy, you know.
Stepping out of the face like a Playboy, them gun not shine, love treat no shine, church disrespect we. This who like them that dirt, if me not talk. Don't kill this Playboy, work just up in dead. Make Playboy, so me ask them a who. Coulda never missed a wanna be. I go kill that fee, make everybody see. Hey, run that, touch touch it. Hey, usually not for the
Pull up that tune there.
you're only lucky. It's not for the fools trying to place.
People, I'm telling you, when you used to go to a Playbwoy dance, it was crazy like this.
Playboy, them gun not shine, love treat not shine, church disrespect we. It's too like them a dirt if me not talk. Don't kill this Playboy, purchase up he dead. Make Playboy, so me ask them a who coulda never missed a wannabe. I go kill that fee, make everybody see a you. People say just up it look like me, man I go kill you too. And your friend make say, oh no wanna be me. Why you go dead? Tell them no give me no argument. Tell them come to kill. Hey, run that, touch it. Hey.
Now, people, this is actually what used to happen when this dub plate used to drop. This is a Bounty Killer medley. Listen again, listen again.
Playboy, them gun not shine, love treat not shine, church disrespect we. It's too like them a dirt if me not talk. Don't kill this Playboy, purchase up he dead. Make Playboy, so me ask them a who coulda never missed a wannabe. I go kill that fee, make everybody see a you. People say just up it look like me, man I go kill you too. And your friend make say, oh no wanna be me. Why you go dead? Tell them don't give me no argument. Kill me come to kill, and not to take statement. No, we still dead with them bug argument. I come here to kill, and not to take statement. Not another word, me not gonna further. Playboy not talk, and you feel get murder. Another word, blood run like water. Chopped out me business to kill them and me pleasure. Well, kill kill them steady talk and kill. Them right gun pop out of your gun to kill. Kill
Check it out. Hitting hard, hitting loud, and hitting clean. Hot 107.5.
Yes. Hi, top, you still there?
Yes, brother. Big tune.
Now that was one of my favorite Bounty Killers when that came around. Jesus.
That was hot. That was big tune. That was hot.
How that feel listening to that again, man? How that feel, man?
Hey, it's deep. Gave me those goosebumps, boy. Yeah, that music called the runaway train. The runaway train. That's what it was. A Bounty just ran away, just going. You know what I mean? Just tune after tune after tune. Yeah, that was. And see, that's the hardcore tune there. It's almost killing. But for us, it was entertainment. That was just a big tune. Yeah, right. Just vibes for the dance, like big vibes for the dance, man. But those are the tunes. They're like, I think I know you was going. Okay, I'll let you, because you was going somewhere. You was going somewhere with playing the hardcore tune and Playbwoy doing some things, and I don't know. I think I know where you was going. Where you was going?
No. What I wanted to know is what because as this is me being a patron in the dance, you know.
Right.
This is following sound business, being when I was a little stereo, I listened to some champion. You know, that was me inside. I was the little stereo listening to some champions like yourself.
Yeah.
You guys was remix gods, and then you turned over. It seemed like you guys just turned over into a serious dub play killing machine.
Yeah,
even though you guys still had the remixes, what made you guys just make that shift and say, yo, man, ready to start kill people now?
It's like, it's all about selector experiences. You're known as a party song, girl. Say, you know what? Let's experience something else as part of selecting. So we say, let's try this. Let's go into a bit of get some hardcore tune and do a bit of clashing. That's how I do it. That's how I'm thinking. Okay, let's just have these experiences as a selector. Yeah, but we're doing all these things. This is what we have. Think about it. When Playbwoy first started, clashing was normal. And then it wasn't, and you didn't have to play dub plates all night.
Right.
You used to go on Loyal Hill. Clash against Nuclear Weapon.
Right.
Clash your artists with your originality, your original tunes. They have the artists, we have our artists, and we are Clash. And we are Clash music. 3 for 3, 1 for 1, 15 for 15 to do all that. And then it sort of got away from it. And then the clashing scene came in. So they said, look, hey, let's go for it. So that's when we done a bit of clashing. Like it was just DJs. For me, it was DJ experience. It's all part of DJ experience. We didn't have to go that road. Well, we wanted to. So let's just go into this. Let's do a bit of this. Yeah, and then that's what happened.
Let me ask you.
And we done further good at it.
So let me ask you. We're all big man. We're all big man. This is all a part of the legacy that I and many others want to know about. But in dancehall and DJ and soundboy business, sometimes you get to get a little rivalry with somebody, right? Did Playboi have any rivalries? Whether you and the other selectors knew about it, but nobody else knew about it, or was there any rivalries between any sound stations and stuff like because when you're climbing up and when you're on top and at the level of let me just say this here, you have some people that's been top selectors, top DJs, top sound systems, but then you have some cream of the crop. I honestly feel Playboi was one of them cream of the crop, like the top of the top of the tops. You have some top of tops, and then you have some top of the tops. When you guys reach that level, right? Tell me, who's your rivalries? Did you guys ever get to clash your rivalries? What was the outcome of it? Would you coming out on top? Would you know what I mean? Because sound business goes up. You have your wins and your losses, but who was your rivalries?
It was rivalries through the whole time. Like it was just sound business. Like, it's just like in a football league. You know what I mean? You got Liverpool, that's my boys. Then you got Manchester, you got City, you got all these guys. You know what I mean? It was the same way in some business. So you had what was us? It was Soldier One Strong. Who else? Spanish John. Who else was like Firestone? It was I don't leave the building. Why didn't it say me? Harlem Crew, like I know what guys say. I left them out.
Real talk,
you know what I mean? Yeah, other songs come up. King Jairus, and like you know what I mean? Yeah, all these guys, those other songs are on, but like Genesis too. I said Genesis already. All these guys was there at the time,
right?
But like I say, I don't regard guys call them. Look, what you talking about? I like that. But you asked the question, but it was rivals later.
Okay.
But we was just more or less focused on ourselves and what we want to do. It wasn't much too focused about what the other songs was doing. We said, this is what we're set out to do, and this is what we're going to do. And we just want to keep evolving the song. Stay ahead of the game, stay ahead. And, like I said, there's a lot of sleepless nights, man. Nights I'll be up in the barbershop making a remix to 4 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock. I got to go back barbershop, make 9 o'clock, touch on her. Okay. And that's what it took, doing commercials somehow in the morning, just going in. And that's how it was. So you lost a lot of sleep, a lot of time.
Yes,
you was dedicated to it. That's what it takes.
I'll tell you what.
Of course, the rivals were there, but we just kept pushing and pushing.
All right. So you go from the remixes, you cross over to the dub plate world. I can think of one particular time. This is when I said to myself, "Yo, this is one night." I'll never forget this night. Once again, it seems like every time I come from foreign, I got a wicked dance with Playboi. But I'll never forget. Coming again from, I think I was coming from Atlanta. I had just came off a major trip with the work major rats, and once again, I got the latest girl. This is when I think was hockey jerseys or baseball. I think baseball jerseys was the in thing.
I can't remember that.
I had my New York Yankee black. It was a white baseball jersey. Had the black pinstripes, fresh. Had the hat. Had the fitted cap to go with it. Everything. And I left out the country. Still living country of my. Actually, I was back and forward. So I came back. And this night, Playboi was playing around at Spinning Wheel nightclub. I'll never forget. It was a rainy night. I had just left out the country. And when I reached, dance was nice. It wasn't fully packed at the time because it was a rainy night too. I'll never forget. I had my Tommy Hilfiger rain jacket, and it was raining as I was coming out of the country. But I said, "Yo, I'm not missing this here tonight." And I got to the dance, and it was like, and when I got there, they was like, "Yeah, $15." I was like, "What?" That night, Soul Supreme from New York City was upstairs that night. Okay, jeez. You know exactly where I'm going with this, right? So I get to the party. The party's, it's semi-ram, but rainy night. But guess what? I'm not gonna miss no Playboi dance, especially not tonight. It's Rondy Wheel, Rondy Block, Soul Supreme's her. Yeah. I never forget that night. I was upstairs. Vibes is running hot.
Nice party vibe.
Hot.
And they switched up on us.
They flipped up on you guys out of nowhere. And guess what? I was
burnt.
Hey, respect to you guys, because let me tell you, as you know, you guys was behind the turntables. You guys was talking the talk. You guys was playing the music. I'm telling you, as somebody who received it that night, you guys was airtight, game tight, and you guys came down like the wrath of God on Soul Supreme. I can't remember exactly what he said, but I remember being a song boy, I could pick up disrespect, and I remember him saying something on the mic.
You can pick it up easy too.
I said, "Hey, but that guy just dissed Playboi."
That's what happened.
And when
it was
you guys,
unnecessary.
When you guys came back in, you guys crushed him like a cockroach. But to top it off, what put the nail in the coffin for me, I would never forget this. And again, once again, when you're in the crowd, when you're a little stereo listening to some champions, you yourself, you probably never know what people remember about you guys. But I would never forget what you said. After they was already murdered, dead, and buried, and you wanted to just nail the coffins in them some more, I would never forget. You said, "Yo, Soul Supreme." This is what you said word for word. "Soul Supreme, I'm going to take you inside your own backyard." And then you played this song right here.
We on Bermuda whaling, you know what I'm saying? Chilling with everybody, everybody feeling good, make noise.
Playboy, you know.
Yeah. Playboy is the sound that we live by. Day by day, another sound boy got to die. I reminisce over the sound business every day.
Playboy, you know.
People, I don't know if you really understand what just happened just now.
The late great Lost Boys, right?
Jeez. When you put that out, it was game over.
That's a rap. Nobody couldn't play that around the whole world.
No, not at all. But to know the thing about it that was good for me, I got in the dance for cheaper than I thought I was gonna get in for. You know, I think it was probably like a $25 dance, really. But you know, 15. I'm like, what? 15 for Playboi and Soul Supreme, and then to know it turned out to be a clash. And then on top of that, the way that you guys represented any Bermudian was and is proud to be a Bermudian, that inside that dance that night I said, yo, they tried to disrespect Bermuda son, and Bermuda annihilated them. And guess what?
Yeah, because that boy was from New York.
Yeah.
He done it.
And guess what? Just about 2 months ago on Sound Clash Fraternity on Facebook, a man from Soul Supreme was talking and say, yeah, nobody never killed Soul Supreme. I had to kindly go up on there. I said, hey, ask your boss about in the 90s when Soul Supreme came to Bermuda up at Spinning Wheel, and they tried to flip up on Playbwoy the Outlaw Movement, and they got crushed like a cockroach. And to put the nail in the coffin, they got rammed in the face with a Lost Boys dub plate. The gentleman's reply was this: anything before 2003 is non-valid.
No. Yo, wait a minute.
I had to laugh.
Soul Supreme, they became my brethren. Like.
Oh, see.
And we used to go to New York, we used to hail them up and all that. Like. That's
nice.
how it was.
Yeah, that's nice, man.
Yeah, man. So tell them I asked you guys before you, man. Ask them about it.
See. Hey, that was a monumental night.
That was it. I remember that.
Yeah, man. I mean, you know, do you guys have any other big dances that stand out like that just, you know, were just above the rest, or, you know, somebody try to flip up on you, or, you know, the vibes are just wicked?
Dances like, say, playing with Mataron. Like, we would drop with Mataron's a big song. Like, a big song like Mataron, Cheese Turney. We played with him one time up #1 Share. That's where it was. And we played a Bounty Killer remix. I think it was, which one was it? Looking to the dance. That one there.
Yes.
I'm talking about vastly place. And I was just talking to Kochi recently. Kochi said this to Mataron before he played. He said, Mataron, watch the forward.
Sin.
And he dropped it to him. And you know what happened? The next week, Mataron was in Jamaica playing with Stern Lover, playing in Jamaica. And he played the same remix. What he done, he got Kareem from Renaissance to make the remix for him. The same remix. And busted and didn't mention enough more Playboi. I'm the creator of this. I'm the big man for this. All that thing. That's why I remember that clearly. I said, oh, Maxwell is like that.
Wow.
So what happened, we ended up, and I'm going to tell you, it still got out that in some places that we was the first one to do it, because we played in Canada the week after that. And one of the DJ Reaction, I think his name Reaction or something like that.
Right.
He says, hey, I know that you guys was the first ones to do that remix because I heard the cassette before Matterhorn played it in Jamaica. I said, look at this, sir. Look at this. Matterhorn wrote the remix and played it around the world, got big forward for it. He could have said, yeah, Playboi, you know what I mean? Something but nothing. I said, all right, Matterhorn. All right, that's all right. That's all right.
So it goes.
That's one thing that I recall. Like,
I guess flattery. I guess imitation is the best form of flattery. They say, right? But not all the time. But flattered. Not all the time. But flattered. But you know that's what they say. You know. So.
But it showed me how good it was.
That's that. Hey, absolutely. So you know we're still talking. We're still people. If you're still on the line, we got Hott from Playbwoy Outlaw Movement, one of the biggest mega selector. Mega. So one big thing, you know, we have to. I just want to just track back just a touch. On the vibes and the people. We used to have town, country, and east side inside a party, right?
Yeah.
What was it like in the, you know, because I'm one of those youths that I can say I was there from the beginning of the real, when town and country really started to get at it, right?
Yeah, man.
In the 90s, right? So I want to ask you, in that heat of the moment, you guys were running hot, got things locked down, airtight, like total domination. What was it like in, let's say, a Stonington campus party where you got over 1,000 people? You got Backbush right there. You know, you got Southside there. Somerset's just up the road. And then just right around the corner, you got Whitewall. You know, you got Curve Corner. You know, you got 4-2. You know, you got Point Everybody. You know, and then you got the East. What was it like at times? Now, and then again, let's put this into perspective again. You have some, I always tell people all the time, when it comes to music, you know, especially, you know, this is why, you know, I tell people I can talk certain things that other people can't talk, because it's a difference between an industry person and an in the streets person. Playboi was an in the streets person. You know, it's not, you know what I'm saying? It's a big difference, and people need the street. People need to understand that. The word on the street. They knew it like. Exactly. In and out like. People, let me say that again. There is a difference between an industry person and an in the streets person. The reason why I'm bringing that up is because I want to know, you being in the streets, you have your foot on the ground, you know what time it is. You know who's beefing with who. You know what beefs has probably happened this week, last week, 2 months ago, possibly what it was over, whether it was over a girl, money, bike. Because that was the three things that would, you know, it was either girl, money, but girls, money, and bikes was big in the 90s. That was it. You know, so as you guys are Playboi, how did you guys manage to, what was it like being the orchestrator? You're in a dance, let's say a Stonington campus, and you got all these enemies in one room. What is it like playing for people like that? You know, how do you maneuver? How do you keep the vibe? Did you have any type of, you know, game plan to try to keep the vibes from going, you know, you want to mash up the party, but, you know, you don't want to play certain songs. Like, how did you guys manage to orchestrate that whole thing?
One time, I'm just gonna think of experiences. Like one time, we had a thing was up Stonington, and was supposed to be live Elephant Chow, Ninja Cutty, and I think it was Sia. I think. So what happened? I'm calling for Elephant Chow. I'm calling for Cutty. Nobody will come up on the stage. I'm like, what's going on? So I took it upon myself. I started DJing, right? I wasn't a DJ, but I put together this tune. What's the tune it was? I got on the tune. Frisco Kia tune on the Joyride rhythm.
Right.
I switched the tune up, turned into a next tune, and I started. And that's what got him up there. But I found out a little later that Ordred and I don't know if it was 4-2 Box. I ain't sure who it was at the time. But they was beefing. I didn't know. That's why Cutty more or less Audrey at the time,
Right.
Elephant Child, Star Child, Ton. And that's what it was. But they ended up DJing. But it was rivalry that night.
See.
And afterwards, it was some fights afterwards, man. Yeah, I was vexed too, boy.
Wow.
But it was like, and then what happened, when that stuff started to get heated, we said, you know what, we're going to have a peace party. We took a risk, but we said, this is what we're going to do. That's what we're about. We had a peace party up Spinning Wheel. And we got, was Ton, Country, everybody up in Spinning Wheel. But everybody was sectioned off, but they was in one place and there was no fights.
Right.
We had a peace party right in Spinning Wheel, and it was a vibe. Nice vibe still, like, you know what I mean? But that's how we thought. But I think what happened, like a younger generation came
Right.
that didn't really know Playbwoy for who they was. They looked at Playbwoy and playing all this, hardcore tune and thinking, okay, we're into all the violence and all that. So that's the next generation.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't care about Playbwoy like that.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't care about the bartender trying to order guy making money in the store, or the DJ or the DJ equipment. They had knocked the equipment down fighting. That's what I saw in them.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the next generation. Because the other generation, it was like respect to Playbwoy.
Right.
Respect the elder, or you stop the music, the fight stops. But it was I said, no, this is a different set of people.
Mm-hmm.
They will fight all night.
Mm-hmm.
And then they come the next time and they fight again. So I'm like, how are we going to deal with it? We didn't know how we was going to deal with it. We hire more security,
Mm-hmm.
more dogs. You know what I mean? But the people from town and country love Playbwoy and they want to come here. So they will still come and take the risk. They know somebody's after them, but they'll still come there. I'm like, this is not working out. But then eventually, like I said, town guys couldn't go country. Country couldn't come town.
Yeah.
And then the rivalry started with town and town.
Yes. Yes.
So that was the next level again.
Yes.
You had 4-2 and Parkside and all that there. And I was smack in the middle of it.
Yeah.
Because I even had the barbershop. All of them used to come to my barbershop.
Seeing.
Everybody from the whole country, parts of the country, used to come to the barbershop in town.
That's a definite. That's a fact.
That's how it was.
That's a fact.
All come. But then it started to narrow down.
Yes.
Because then town and town started belling. Then you had certain people from town would come to the barbershop. Like, I don't want anything happening in the barbershop.
Mm-hmm.
And things happen in barbershops. Yeah, it happened like.
Mm-hmm.
But things just so much changed. Like, and it happened quick.
It did.
It happened quick. It happened so quick. Yeah, it happened so quick because at one point, like I said, we had 3,000 people, 4,000 people in St. Davis.
Yeah.
3,000 people up Somerset, 2,000 people in Taunton, 1,000 at Devonshire Rec. Like, that's how it was. Devonshire Rec was the smaller parties. We had 1,000 people, 800 people. And then we used to go outside and get 2,000, 3,000. Then it started to narrow down to you go Somerset and you got 300 people. Or you got 100 people. You got 500. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I don't know how we're going to do this.
And
how we're going to survive as a son.
Real talk.
And, because guys was on payroll. Guys was getting paid to play music. It was a job, was an after-hours job. You had a job during the day at nighttime. You got paid. I was paying guys.
Mm-hmm.
So all that started to change.
Yeah.
It messed me up. It really messed me up. Because I knew all of these guys. I knew them. I knew them from either Playbwoy or I knew them from the barbershop. That's the two places. I knew them, like, personally.
Yeah.
Like, not like I just seen them. I know these guys. And it just went on and on and on. It just blew my mind. And it got ahead where Playbwoy had no part in it to try to even stop it. It was going too far.
Right.
There was nobody coming to Playbwoy. Look, Playbwoy, go talk to your boy for me. It was going past that.
Right.
And what we could do is just lower it. Yeah.
There's only so much you could do, right?
Yeah, man.
And I don't think a lot of people really understand, like, okay, you have some, okay, I can say for myself, I'm one of those people that survive the town and country situation. And what I mean by that is, and it's funny how things worked out. I'm originally from Point, Spanish Point, right? I moved up in country early. And my daddy moved up there. I was there from like 13 to 15, but I was always going back Old Point. You know what I'm saying? I was always going back and forth. But when I first moved country around the Rubber Tree area, big up to the Rubber Tree man, them. You know what I'm saying? Actually, no, I first moved Paget. Actually, my daddy was staying Paget first, Dudley Hill. But then, you know what I'm saying, he moved further up in the west. You know what I'm saying? And then I was in the Warwick area. You know what I'm saying? And Again, some people, another big factor that played around that time was, the old school system, you know what I'm saying? Like, whereas, people will be from town, you could be from Spanish Point and you'll go school up at Work Sack or Sands.
Yeah, that's
or you'd be from Somerset. And I know guys who was from Somerset. He used to go to school down St. George's Sack. So we was
Whitney.
we was
Whitney,
mixing.
Big up my Whitney crew.
You feel me? We was mixing and mingling and stuff like. Whereas I'm gonna be straight up, man. I remember my first time when I first went out work, when I first went country. I was in the Barclay Institute and I had a brethren there. Big shout out to Kurt Durlin. Shout out there to Sean Fubler. You know what I'm saying? When I first moved country, I'll not forget. I had a problem with a certain guy or whatever. And little did I know, I'm going to be honest with you. Coming from town, it was a little, my vibe was a little bit different to country guys, you know what I'm saying? The city, we move fast, it's a different vibe. Country,
it was just different,
man. Country was a little bit different.
Speak different.
Exactly.
Bermuda lingo is just a little bit different.
Exactly. So I moved country, and you know what I'm saying, I had a little problem with a guy, like, you know what I'm saying, I guess the way that I was going about it was a town way, you know what I'm saying? So, I want to be, I'm representing, you know what I'm saying, I'm from Point Blank. I had a brethren from country, Kurt Durlin, big up yourself. He was there, we guys went to school together, and he was there, and those guys was his brethren. And, little did I'm thinking that I have a problem with this one guy, just me and this one guy, but little did I know, the whole clique was plotting to, they was like, yo, this guy kicks off, we're gonna get him, we're gonna jump him, we're gonna beat him down, right? Jeez. If it wasn't for my brethren Kurt and Sean, I would have got thumped to the ground that day. That was, you know what I'm saying? This was done at PHC Club. I'm not forget. The guys was down there playing pool. I don't know exactly what happened, but I had, a little issue, arose. It sort of was like, because it was kind of like that at that time. It was kind of like, this guy's out of place. It's from town, it's hot. But what I'm saying is, the point that I'm making is, I had a friend who was able to cease that fire. You know what I'm saying? He was from country, and you know what I'm saying? But getting back to it, a lot of people don't know what it's like to be in the middle of actually knowing people on both sides of a situation. I'm seeing times where I'm left people's houses, literally finishing a soda that I just drank, and then I come town or I go west, and you know what I'm saying? These guys are the enemies with the exact people that I just left, but I'm cool. People know what I stand for. You know what I'm saying? So, and
so they got people like that can mix and mingle anywhere.
Yes, I'm one of those people. I can go anywhere in Birmingham. That's why I say I'm a survivor of the town and country. You have some people that didn't get through that.
No, they didn't, man. That's true, man. And they just didn't get through it, man.
So I guess my question again is, okay, how did it feel being stuck in the middle of things at that time? Like, because I have been in those situations many times, being the type of person that I am, knowing so much people. I'm been stuck in those situations. How was that for you as a DJ, being stuck like that?
It was tough because you're a DJ, you're playing for the people. So at some point, you're saying big up country. Then you're saying big up St. Joe. Then you're saying big up 4-2. Or you're saying big up whoever, Southside or whoever it is. That's West Side, whatever. You're bigging them all up. So now, like you say, you got to be careful. Can I say that? No, because they might look at me as a tall person. But a lot of Playbwoy days, I lived in work. You know what I mean? I lived in work for most of the hyper Playbwoy. I was living in work. I was living up Carver Pass up there. But people looked at me from town. The barbershop days, Angle Street, I was living work. But they labeled me, I guess, as a town guy. I guess. You know what I mean? But to me, I was representing the Earl of Bermuda. So, I don't know, maybe someone from town, and I say, yeah, big up that side, or big up, it's all the people from the east side or something, they may look, why you boys from here? But that's who I was. Like, it was hard for me to change that, you know what I mean?
Real talk.
So it was, like you said, it's real tough being in the middle of all that, especially when you saw it different. you experienced it different.
Yeah.
And for this to make this shift, it was like you said, how do you deal with this?
Mm-hmm.
How do you deal with it? Then I'm saying, am I okay to go up country? Even though I was growing and old and all that, but am I okay up here?
That's
but
real.
I guess as a songman, you just had that certain type of respect.
Yes.
I don't know how it is with songman. I don't know if it's town songman and country songman or songman. I don't know how it is now, but then as a DJ, you could still go anywhere.
Right.
Even though they looked at me from maybe a town DJ, but I could still was able to go up Somerset and play big tune.
Right.
Go up Somerset Cricket Club or Wooders. Sometimes we even played up Wooders.
Right.
Wooders and drop some tune for them.
Yeah.
They was happy that we came up right up in Somerset and played for them.
See it.
Yeah, so it was tough. It was tough, man.
And that's what
it was a deterrent, man. I'm telling you, it was a big deterrent in dancehall and parties and people having a good time. It was huge. I don't know if people knew how huge it was for a DJ.
Yeah.
It really stifled growth. It stifled so much things. We had plans to bring other people because we even brought more guys into this summer.
Right.
We brought Sticky and Sandro and these guys from Young Blood.
Yes, my cousins. Yeah.
Yeah, we brought them in because I don't even remember before I said that my brother Kareem Lyon and Bob Marley, they left. So we had to fill that void. So I said, okay, who could we bring in? Those guys, I don't know if the song split up at the time or something. I said, look, we could bring them guys in to groom them.
Yes.
But that's all that was. We had to, all this transitions was going behind the scenes because of all this stuff. All this stuff's happening.
Right.
Things are running through my mind like, hey, should I just make CDs and sell CDs? Because I didn't feel like being in that mess. Because, like I said, I had older people working for Playbwoy. They're just coming out making money to feed their children.
Right.
All that's going on.
Right.
And these guys didn't care about those things. I had like late Troy Amin, he used to come up to have his bar, set up bar. So he's making money. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
People selling T-shirts, people selling what's the little accessories that, the light things, the things that light up.
Yeah, man.
Stuff, clappers and all that.
Man.
All that there is happening. It's a big operation. But these guys anything. What operation? But look, it's war.
Yeah.
And it's on.
Mm-hmm.
That's all they're thinking about. So I'm like, no, this is not good.
So am I to guess that was that one of the major factors in what made you say, you know what, I'm having my fun, I'm putting in my time?
Yeah, man. It was big, and one of the decisions was me to just hang my boots up. It was big, because like I said, it was investment. I invested time and money. Like money, everybody needs money to survive.
Yeah.
That's just how it is. Because if I have a dance, I'm invested thousands of dollars. Thousands of dollars is going to it. People just see the guy up there DJing, having a good time, but thousands of dollars is on the line. Mm-hmm. Thousands. Mm-hmm. Thousands could be made. Thousands could be lost.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that's just
real.
business.
That's
business.
true.
Yeah. Thousands could be made. Thousands could be lost. And when I'm start seeing that stuff coming down, I'm like, no. From a business standpoint, hey, this is not looking good. It's not looking good at all because it's so much goes into it. If I get 300 people and I'm just about breaking even, I'm like, nah. I'm going to keep this Playbwoy brand going. I'm going to keep the same level that it's on, but it takes money to do those things.
That's true, man.
And it takes the people. You need your people there behind. Some of your people's leaving. It's not the same. You got to fill those spaces. It's so much involved. It was so much involved in it that people didn't realize what was happening. And they just didn't care. All they was remember was themselves and getting this next guy. And then that's the other thing is we was known to have girls to our parties. Guys came there for girls.
Yes.
That's just what it was. But then it switched to guys coming there to go after guys. That was another thing that messed me up. I'm like, this is all going wrong.
Right, because all the guys know that all the guys know, all the girls are going to be at Playboy's dance, so there's a good possibility my enemy's going to be there. That you're totally right. You're totally right.
That's how they set it all up. I'm like, these guys are planning to go basically kill somebody, fight them, triple bank them, whatever you call it, at the talk. Playbwoy dance. It became the venue. It became the boxing ring, basically.
Yeah, you're
I'm
right,
like, no, man. This is So it really was a deterrent.
Because one time,
it was a deterrent.
I'm telling you as a youth, okay, Now, you see, yourself, you was an orchestrator. I'm telling you, I'm going to tell you what it was like on my side of things, coming to the dances, right? I used to, okay, I'm going to tell you, at one time in the 90s, right, it was deadly. And what I mean by deadly, it was like, when guys used to go to war, it was like Shaka Zulu. It was gladiators. I mean, like, I can remember enough times, like, going to a party, like all of my friends had knives. We had to have it because you never knew what could kick off. Like, and you know what?
Kick off.
And especially, I'll never forget when I saw this cool guy, like a cool guy. I'm not gonna call him name. This guy has nothing to do with nothing. Straight up type of guy. Not a bad boy burning his body, but guess what? That's okay. He's not about that. He was just a nice, normal guy. One of a brethren to me, a classmate, cool guy. Just just going to a Playbwoy dance, and I'll never forget one night. He got joked up.
Jeez,
and I said to myself, I know him, and I said to myself, I know that guy didn't do nothing. But then again, let me flip it. Let me flip the script though. It could have been something because the guy was, the guy's good looking and he's a gallus.
Okay,
and
I'm
gonna guess that, right? But on the whole of it, of him being into that life, into gang warfare or claiming a crew, he wasn't about none of that. And I'll never forget, he got stabbed one night. Not at you guys' party, but he got stabbed one night. And I said to myself, you know what? That ain't gonna be me. I'm not going out like that. And then you had a lot of other people who was cool, and you know what I'm saying, they started thinking like that too. But when you started going, like you said, you started going certain places, certain dances, and it started getting more deadly and deadly and deadlier.
More deadlier,
and then
man,
you was like, you had to protect yourself.
To pop off.
You know what? That's the truth of the matter, man. That was the truth of the matter. Because it started going from partying, dancing, to now, all right, let me just hold my corner and just watch them boy there over
That's
there.
our worst,
you know
man.
What I'm saying?
That's
let
our
me just
worst.
Watch them boy.
And
you know
all the girls will just be in the front by themselves.
Yeah.
All the guys are up around the back. That crew of guys, that crew of guys, and they all just line up each other, and the girls are just dancing, having a good time. No. I wasn't used to that. I was used to the girls being there, but then the guys, they just come in and have a good time with them. That's all I knew.
Real talk.
And then it just switched. I'm saying, what you mean? Why you guys ain't worrying about these 200 girls that's right there?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yo, up there standing around, but that was the life they was living. I wasn't living, so I couldn't understand it. I couldn't understand it.
And for me,
but if you're living that lifestyle, or you're even just a guy in that dance, like you said, you're carrying something with you to protect yourself, because you guys in the dance knew about it more than me. High
top. I was.
You know what I'm saying?
My type of. Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah,
because okay, me myself as an individual, I'm not that person. Right. I'm not into. I don't like war. I don't. Let's make this here straight, right? DJFlava, I'm not into all of that. I don't rate badness like that. I don't rate badness. I'll say that again. I do not rate badness. That's not me. But it was so serious that I felt that I had to carry something. Not because I have any problems, but because so much people have problems and things will kick off so spontaneous. It's like, you know what?
Terrible,
if I'm gonna go, I have to. I had to.
I know, man.
You know, just so I could feel safe. You know what I'm saying? I had to carry something. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And there was a lot of other people that was not into it. A lot of people that's not about that life. But hey, you know what? I might have a friend that might have a problem, or I might have a friend from my area, and if I'm rolling with him, and you know, exactly. You know what? Sometimes it could just be a complicated thing, man.
I know. Yeah, because I used to try to talk to guys. Some guys used to come to the barbershop, and I used to try to talk them out of how they're thinking. But sometimes we got through to them. But once they left, they're back in the jungle.
Yeah.
They're back in the jungle, the concrete jungle. They're back right there.
Yeah.
So no matter what I say, for them to try to even get out of it is hard. Once you're in, it's so hard to get out.
Yeah.
Some guys slipped out. I know some guys personally that slipped out of that lifestyle, but some guys just couldn't get out, man.
Right.
And some of them are in jail, some of them's under the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm talk to them and look, Brethren, you don't need to be doing this, all that there. Because that was the time we could talk to them at the barbershop. And the dance was kind of hard. Because we would play some tunes, certain tunes would talk against it. We would play those tunes. But it wasn't enough tunes. We couldn't play those tunes all night because nobody would come. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the truth.
So we had to still entertain the people, but try to keep them cool in the dance because certain tunes would hype guys up.
Mm-hmm.
You start playing some Bunty Killer and all that thing, you know, it's, guys, they start getting pumped up. Or some hardcore rap tune or something, you know, it's on.
Yeah.
So, that was some tough days, man. But like I said, that was a deterrent for me, man. I started seeking other things, man. And then eventually I hauled my boots and, you know, the lifestyle I live now, hey, it's a nice lifestyle. I ain't got to look back. I ain't got to worry about nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm a family man. And, you know, I feel okay to be this way.
Mm-hmm.
Some people say, man, you're coming back, this and that, all that. You know, come on, retire this. But it's so much that comes with that lifestyle that I really don't prefer everything. Some of it's crisp, man. Some of it's so much vibes, happiness, but there's some elements of it that I don't prefer.
And I was gonna ask,
So
like, are you still around dancehall at all? Do you still, even though y'all Christian, do you go into parties in the UK and go cooler vibes?
I don't really. What I would do if it's an artist like somebody like a Taurus Riley in the UK. When I first got in the UK, it was Sanchez came to Nottingham. Right in my, me and wifey went to Sanchez and I had a ball, had a good time. But I haven't really been to no dance. I've been to like some people's parties. They play dancehall music. I have a good time. You know what I mean? I cut her up or two. I do barbering on the side, outside of my full-time job. And
nice.
I play some tune in the barbershop and I'm cutting her. I play some rap tune, big up her.
Okay.
So I play some rap tune. I play some reggae, and, you know, I still listen to tune. Even the other night, I was tuning right into Bunty Killer and Beanie, but I had a good time with that.
Yeah, man.
You know
Hey, that was a wicked clash, innit?
I was up to 3:30 in the morning. But that was vibes.
That was big
But
things.
I knew the conversation was going to be, people's minds are going to Playbwoy because mostly all their songs, that was our era.
Yep.
Part of our era, not our whole era, but a part of our era was their songs.
Yeah.
So I said, so there was a big, the big conversation came up on Facebook, Playbwoy, this, Playbwoy. I knew it was going to happen because, of course, there's members.
Yeah, man,
there's members, like, you know what I mean? Yeah.
But
So,
you guys was that heavy, you know what I'm saying? That's why, you know what I'm saying? You know, I have to ask, like, you know, we talked about a lot of things this morning, right?
But I know, yeah.
When we talk about Playbwoy and you guys inception, the rise up, the struggle, when you guys reach where you guys reached, then when you elevated, and then when you was just rolling and controlling, dominating. Did you, I mean, you're there as a DJ, as a selector, as a mic man, you're shaping, you're molding, you're creating your legacy that is still talked about to this very day.
Yeah, it's amazing.
My question is, that's my question. Did you know what impact that you, in the moment, did you know the impact that you guys was having?
No, I didn't. I didn't know the impact would last this far, where people still see you and ask you when you're coming back out. It's been 20 years.
High top. Let me tell you something. I would love to tell you.
It amazes me. People like, look, man, just give me one dance. Just do a reunite. Just do something.
Do you know how much people will come
out for that? You know what I mean? It was just to see your face. But in me, I'm high top. I'm Kevin Spence.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
A guy that loves to play music, a barber. You know what I mean? Right now, I'm a family man. Like, that's, but because I wasn't doing those things to become famous,
right?
Or to say, look at me, or to create a legacy. I loved music, and I just wanted to play music and just do and make people feel good.
Right.
That was it. I wanted to make people feel good.
Okay.
But all these other things came out of it, being Bermuda famous, even a bit of worldwide famous. All that stuff came out of it. But just from me doing what I wanted, what I love to do, and I always like to introduce new things. Like I said, they call it innovation now. They call it innovative thinking now. Innovative thinking. That's how I always was. What's the next thing I could do? What's the next thing I could do? What's the next thing I could do? I think sometimes Playboi went too far ahead. That's what I started thinking. I said, we're going to dress back a bit. We're going too far ahead. We're going too far ahead. Like, people was, oh, what's this here? Okay, I'm not getting this one. I already won. I said, you know what? We're going to dress it back a bit because we're just going too far. Like. But hey, I'm thankful for those times in my life. It brought me to where I am today. You know what I mean? I'm thankful for it. I don't have any regrets. I don't look at it as, oh, it's a bad thing. Nothing like that. It's a part of my life.
Yes. That
was there, and it was some good times, and it was so much good times. You know what I mean? But it molded me to where I am today, and I'm thankful for Playboi too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So I just asked you, about when you were shaping and molding, and did you know what impact you was gonna have? I guess my next question is, has anybody ever came up to you and told you what impact that you had on them? And if they have, like, how does it feel to know that you have shaped many weekends of happiness for people? You guys have possibly put together relationships, possibly broke them apart. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know what I'm saying? Like,
real talk.
When people come up to you and say, yo, Curvin, High Top, Playboi, whatever they call, hey, listen, man, when you guys was playing this, and this, and this, like, how does that feel when they tell you, even, like, I'm pretty sure people bring up memories and dances that you even forgot about.
Time, man.
Like, how does that feel as you, yourself, and you're hearing these people talk about the personal stories being on the other end of the turntables when you guys were spinning, and then telling you their experiences? How that feels, man?
It's mind-blowing, man, because like you said, I don't know these things are going on. I'm just there to do my job, like, you know what I mean? To make, you pay money to have a good time. This is what I want to do for you. I'm trying to do my best to make you happy. Put a smile on your face, hear a good tune. Like you said, you meet somebody. There are some people, like you said, some relationships probably got together.
Yeah.
But hey, I just provide the opportunity for your ideas. But yeah, people come to me all the time. Even I'm in the UK. That the conversation comes up. Playboi this, Playboi this, Playboi I done this and Playboi done. Number of years up this place and you done this. Something like some of the people that know me, I don't know them.
Right, but they know
I really don't know them.
But they know
you. But they know me. They know things about me. Like they know what I done, what they done. You done this at this time. I said, I did. Yes, you did. You don't remember? You remember? I hope you carried the records inside that night.
Right.
I don't remember. Because sometimes guys used to, carry records in for me.
Yes.
They're getting them free.
Yes,
carry the speakers in, they're getting them free. All that type of stuff. I don't remember everything. A lot of us are blur. Because my mind was focused on Playboi by making this thing great, whatever great it could be. That was my mind was. So like some people, wow, I'm Playboi. This and guys know me. I'm like, yes, brethren.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, real talk.
I'm like, brethren. Yeah, man. That's some people I can really recall, and some people I just can't.
Real talk, you
I
know.
just can't.
That's happened to me.
But we could both relate. That's the thing about it. We could relate because we are both there.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes, real talk.
It's at the same place at the same time, but I don't know everything about you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? About the person, like, you know what I mean? It's deep. It's amazing.
It's funny that you can say that because, later on in life, you know what I'm saying, I'm still doing my DJ thing, but on my coming up, and after I reached a certain point, I never forget. And, this is all tying into you don't know people, right? I'll never forget one time I think I was up Somerset, up west. And I was playing a Somerset dance. And I'll never forget, I got there early, set up my equipment and all that. And, I was just sitting off drinking a beer. And I was outside on the porch. And this guy, like, was just looking at me like, you know what I'm saying? And, this is after Bermuda's already been sectioned off. And, you know what I'm saying? I'm from Point, bam, I'm up in Somerset. And, it was the way that he was looking at me, I felt, I was like, my question is, I'm like, yo, I know I don't do no idiot business. I know I ain't got no problems with nobody, and, the guy was just giving me this look like. And then I had to walk across him to go back in the party. So when I walk and I got close to him. I said, safe. Now, keeping in mind, this has been going on 10 minutes. What been like, I'm feeling him looking at me. I'm, wondering what's happening. I go back inside. Your boy says, yo, what happened, Flav? I say, yo, what happened, brethren? The next thing out of his mouth is, yo, man, big up yourself, man. I'm watched you from when you used to play on Dandyton to this and that and that. The guy ran down my whole profile, right? And I'm saying to myself, sure, man. I'm thinking of something else.
Something else.
And here it is. The guy was like probably like 7 years younger than me. And it's like, yeah, man, I remember you from you first started playing on Dandyton and da-da-da-da-da, you know what I'm saying? So you never know. You just never know, like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And I'm thinking it's a different vibe, but the whole time he's on the whole next vibe saying, yo, that's Flav right there. Now me, I'm not. Right. I don't walk around like me. I'm an individual. Like I never walk around like I'm Flavor. Like I'm Malik. Right. That's my. You know what I'm saying? I know who knows me. I know who I'm at school with, and but I don't walk around like yo. Man a selector, man a DJ. I just walk and live. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man,
but
for
you
real.
have some other people out there.
You too,
real. But you have some other people out there. They look at you as, yo, that's High Top from Playbwoy the Outlaw Movement.
I know.
Or that's Flavor from Natural Movement Radio. And they take it on it takes on its own life form sometimes.
It does. It does. That's real.
Hey, I'm glad that you got the feedback. I hope it gives you goosebumps and all that. So I need to know, man. I need to know when you're chilling, when you're in the UK, wherever you go. Is it anything? A song, when a certain song comes on, something. Is it anything that makes you say, "Dang, I miss playing fucking dancehall," even if it's for a 1/10 of a second? Even if it's for a split second, do you ever get that feeling like, yo, but I feel like I wish I want to play some music, or I miss playing music, man? Do you ever have those moments? Even if it lasts for a second.
It's probably like I miss some parts of it, like sometimes some experiences that I had, some specific experiences I had that was really like, it really made me feel good, like, yeah. And like it was like before the badness and even before the hardcore too. Like when music was like in between, like it was singing and DJs together before it went hardcore. It was singing Sanchez and Florigon.
Right.
Like I don't know, like Driller U and God, it was singers, Courtney Melody, songs like Dangerous and all this type of songs that was then. Hey. Daddy Lizard and Anthony Melville, Greatest Girl, like all those tunes that came just before the hardcore, but dancehall was so sweet. Those days there, even though Playboy's Heights was more hardcore, don't get me wrong, like that was the height of Playboy, but we was like straight up playing for the people and just having a blast. But I mean personally, like the music. It was that music there, and then when we guys, another uplifting thing was when we went to play in Canada. It was just a whole different vibe.
Wow.
It was when we went in Canada and played. The experience was like people would come at 10 o'clock. The doors open up at 10, the door at 10, and they would line up 300, 400 people strong at 10 o'clock.
Wow.
Right? And they'll come in and party to 3 o'clock. Right? Party the whole time.
Right?
Yeah. And then right out is ram to 3 o'clock. Not where people's, winding down. No, ram to 3, and then they go to a house party afterwards.
Seeing.
That was a different experience from Bermuda, because Bermuda, people come at 12. It starts at 10. People come at 12, and by 2, they have a good 2-hour blast. But I mean, like, hey, Heights at the dance was between 12 and 2, then it started to wind on.
Yeah.
So, like, that's why I say the experience was different. I'm not saying it was a better experience in Canada, but it was different.
Right.
And it blew me hard. It was like, I didn't, and probably was the unexpected.
See.
I think in Canada, there's an icy cold snow skiing. People just be out there skiing and stuff, ice skating and all that. But no, there's a party element out there that's unbelievable. Because it's a mix of people too, like, you know what I mean? So, like, some things like that. And then, traveling around the world and playing music and stuff. But, like, to go back to it, I done all I could do with a song.
Mm-hmm.
Like the things that I dreamed of doing for song, I done it.
Mm-hmm.
All the elements of dance, I done it. So it's not like I wish I would have done this or I didn't get to do this. We traveled the world, song business, Jamaica, different islands we done. We all parts of New York, parts of Canada. We traveled playing music. We done clashing. We done the party thing. We done remixes. We manipulated music. We met all these. We played with all the artists. Sean Paul was nobody when he came to Bermuda.
Yeah, Dirty Cup Crew.
Sean Paul was just a regular artist. He came. We was the DJ for Sean Paul. Now Sean Paul's huge worldwide. Beanie Man, Sizzler. Sizzler first came to Bermuda. We took him studio. He was just a little teenager, just getting into these.
Wow.
Luciano, all those guys that, we done it. We played with every big song. Every big song. Like when I'm in the UK, I talk to people sometimes, like Jamaicans and stuff I mentioned. I play with Sterling, I play with Metro. I'm like, what? I'm like, yeah, true story. This is what we done.
Real talk.
Bobby Connors, like the things that we done, it's like, I done it all. Every element of it, I done it. Even the parts, other part elements that come with star business. You know what I mean?
Yeah, real talk.
All of that, yeah, I done it. So it's like, it's not like I say, yeah, man, I wish I could go back and do this. What am I gonna go back and do?
Okay.
What am I gonna go back and do? Like,
I can tell you. Okay, you want to know what you can come back and do? I can assure you of this, right? You said something earlier. It's been 20 years.
Yeah.
Would you believe me if I told you that if you guys was to come back and play a dance, you guys would be picking up right where you guys left off? Would you believe me if I told you that?
I believe you, man. I could tell.
Like, do you know how much
responses.
people? Do you? What is it gonna take? What is it gonna take? What? Okay, bless the island. What would it take? What would it take to see High Top, Kachi, Monster, and the whole crew up at Stonington campus just for one with Massive B for one final lap around the track just to say, hello, do you remember my voice? Playbwoy, you know.
Right now, what I'm doing right now is the closest thing I'm going to get to it.
Okay.
Trust me. What I'm doing right now is the closest thing to it.
Yeah.
This is the best I can do for the people because my whole lifestyle changed. I'm moved on.
Okay.
I'm moved on. Like, I'm so moved on from it. Like, to reverse all the way back, I'm just not there.
Just for one night.
Like I said, I could talk about it. I could reminisce and I could say this memory and this is what we done. But it's history. It's all part of history now. It's all part of history.
Right.
I'm sorry. Sorry.
People, if you're out there listening,
but it's all part of history.
Okay, you heard it right here from a High Top himself. There will be no. No. I want to hear you say it. I'm not gonna say it for you. I want you to tell the people it's gonna be no reunions from Playbwoy.
No,
you don't want to say that. No, you don't really want to say that though. You don't want to say that, do you? No. You don't really want to say that. You don't want to say that. This is how you're feeling right now in this moment. Give it some time. You give it some time. You know what I'm saying? You might just give it some thought.
I'm thought about this so much. Right? You know how long it's been going on? Look, man, just do a reunion. Just do this.
Man, it would be so big. It would be so big.
I'm gonna tell you how deep it is. Come and bless the dance.
Yeah.
What I'm gonna say if I come bless the dance?
Real.
Hear this. Say you'll be blessed. You'll be blessed. Say stop doing this. Stop doing that. Don't do this. What? I'm gonna bless it. You hear me bless it?
Right.
Everybody will leave when I'm finished talking. When I'm finished talking, everybody's gonna leave. So my conversation's gonna be different. The balls gotta shut down. Right. They gotta pack away. You rolling up. You know what I'm saying? All that's gotta change. Say come bless the dance. Yeah, but that's 2 days. Yeah, it's just a whole different lifestyle.
Seeing.
I don't even like to mix the two.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because it's totally two different lifestyles, man. And, and it's other elements that come with dancehall.
Yes.
It's not just the DJing, it's other elements that come with it, man.
That's
and you know, it messed up people's lives, you know what I mean, their personal lives and families and all that. So it's not just, people just see dancehall and the hype, but it's these other elements that come with it.
Yes.
That I really don't prefer anymore at all. I don't prefer a lot of it. I'm not putting it down because people enjoy themselves with it, but
yes,
there's elements that, it's real talk.
Yeah,
like
it's
there's
real talk.
elements I don't prefer. I really don't. I done it. I was there doing it, and I'm not trying to put myself on some high horse. Like, look what you people know, because I lived it. I done it. I understand it. You know what I mean? But I just prefer it. My lifestyle, it doesn't go with my personal lifestyle right now.
I got you.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So it'll be difficult for me to try to do that. You know, as a Christian man, and you know, then I'm got the next door is a hypocrite and this and that. I don't want that about me. When I was Playbwoy, it's 100%. I gave him 100%. Now my lifestyle, no, it's 100%. Yeah, that's how I am. Whatever I get into, I go all the way, as you can see.
Okay.
The Playbwoy, I went all the way.
Okay.
So now, I mean, you know, my lifestyle now, I'm good all the way. I want to be successful.
Well,
what it comes down to.
Well, you know what, High Top Man, this is for me. This is something special. But
yeah, man.
Today, you know, we talked about so many things. I know it's so many people out there that was wondering where you went, why you went. You answered those questions.
Yeah.
You talked about what you've been through. You talked about. We started from where you started, where you went, and where you are now. I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you for answering that message that I sent to you.
Man.
It was, today,
my pleasure, brother.
Man, today it was my pleasure, man, and it was an honor to get to talk to you. I know it's many people out here that have listened to this interview from start right through to finish. Just to hear your voice, it brings back so many different memories.
Yeah, man.
And, before we wrap up, is there anything that you'd like to say to the people out there who's listening? Any of your friends, family, anybody? Is there anything you want to say before we wrap it up?
Thank for the people that supported me the whole way. I mean, not only fans, but my family. Like, you know what I mean? I think about my mom. Like, she was there the whole way. She was a person just, if I want to do something, go and do it. Not, look, son, don't do this, watch that, no. Go and do it. I respect for that. Like, my parents put independence in me, and that's what gave the independence from a young age. A young age to give independence. I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful for my mom and my dad this past one. They just put this, it was a different way of upbringing that they gave me. And that's what pushed me through, man. I'm thankful for that. And then my brothers and sisters, they was always there. As far as working together in the barbershop and with the music, always supported me. Gina, Kareem, Cheeky, my boy, Cheeky, man. Cheeky was there the whole time. You know what I mean? Helped me lift speakers 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning and stuff like that. Those are things that people don't see.
Yeah.
And, Cheeky's like, he wasn't out the front at the time. You know what I mean? DJ Cheeky. But he was with me. Helped me times when other people, everybody left. Right. He was one person that was with me, like, so the things that I remember that people was there. Yeah, my younger sister Sue, Kareem, all of us together, and my other family, the Spanish family, always been into music and staging, and that was just our life, like the old Spanish family. Big up to my Spanish family, and anybody that was a part of Playbwoy. So everybody I'm not gonna remember because it was people that just helped out.
Yeah.
At times, to live a speaker, to build a speaker box, carpenters and electricians. My boy, buddy, he passed away too, man. He was an electrician, and like Smurf and Richard and Jay and all these guys, they was guys that was part of the crew that helped out, like, you know what I mean? And just, I then go up for life.
Real
you know what I'm saying?
Real talk.
Yeah, I'm taking them for life, big time. Yeah, and of course, my wife,
yes,
my children. All these people that just been there, doing things and support me whatever I do.
You know what? Let me ask you.
I have a lot of respect for them.
Can I ask you something? Because I believe it's your younger brother. He's still in Bermuda, yes? Drives the Jeep. One time I stopped him in town. I was walking across him in town. I was like, again, Playbwoy so monumental. And I've been working nights like for, you know what I'm saying, years and years now, so I don't really see daylight too much. I'm a real life vampire, right? So
right, okay.
I saw him in the daytime and I was like, yo, that's Playbwoy right there, you know? And I'm about to cross him on the street. I'm like, yo, what's up, Playbwoy? Boom, 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 bam. He had a son there. And I said to, you know, I was like, hey, you know, this is to his son now. You know, I held up your bro. I said to his son, I was like, hey, do you know about your daddy? And like, what him and his crew used to do when it came to music and stuff like that? And he like looked up at his daddy like, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, you don't? You know, and I was like, do you know that your daddy and his crew and, you know, them guys was the number one, da-da-da-da-da. And I saw his son looking up and then I said to your brother, I was like, you haven't told him? And
right.
you know what I'm saying?
His daughter's got a daughter.
Right. Was it? Okay, daughter.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Right.
Okay,
Kareem
cool.
talking about Kareem. You must be talking about Kareem. I'm thinking you're talking about Kareem.
I know he drives the Jeep, man.
Right. The white Jeep.
Okay.
Right.
Talking to him. And you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, so I guess my question is, do your children know about the monumental mega stuff that you used to do? Do they know about that side of the daddy?
Yes, they do. They know, but my oldest son, Najee, he experienced some of it because I had to take him with me to set up the speakers.
Okay.
To set up, you know, set up music, setting up all the equipment and everything. He has to be with me right there.
Seeing.
So he didn't get to experience the actual dance, but he got to experience setting. But he was young, so I don't know if he really remembers, but he was there with me. So, and then he wouldn't know what people talking about it. But then my younger son, played cassette tapes for him and stuff. So he's heard it. Hey, he loves it too. He loves it, man. And then I'll show him pictures. People send me a little picture because he wasn't a daddy. Like sometimes he says, "I wish you were still doing. I would have been out there with you right now."
Seeing.
Yeah. So he got to get a little vibe of how it was. Like not, you know, of course, not to get the full experience,
right?
But to hear people talking about it too. If it's around me at the barbershop or something, somebody come and look, hey, Playbwoy this, Playbwoy that. So he gets a little feel of it. Okay. And it's even tuned in now, listen to the company too.
Okay. Yeah. Well, if you're tuned in, let me tell you something, brother. Your father is the reason why DJFlava is the person that he is today. And even more so, just getting haircuts around the barbershop, you know, like, Playbwoy, you know, like them sound effects alone, like you could, me no Playbwoy, like I could pull off. Which one you want me to say for you? I can tell you more, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I top and Kochi, I top. You know how many times I heard those things ringing on my head?
Yeah, right.
Man,
yeah, right.
Hey, High Top, this is an ultimate pleasure. I want to thank you. I want to wish you more life, more blessings.
Yeah, I'm
gonna keep my fingers crossed and I'm gonna pray. I'm gonna send. Okay, listen to me. I know say you're a God-fearing person, you're a Christian. I'm personally gonna write a letter to God Himself.
You can write a letter?
Yeah, I mean, I have to write a letter and see how it goes. Hey, High Top, man. I want to big you up, man. It's been a pleasure talking with you, man. Hey, more life and more blessings.
Man.
Enough respect.
One love to Bermuda people. One love.
Hey,
yes,
one love, my friend.
Yes.
Contemporary hit radio, Hott107.5. We play the hits.
Yeah, sharp that. Do the thing going.
Well, people, there you have it. We was just on the line with the monumental Playbwoy, the Outlaw crew. I want to send a big shout out to iTop, Kochi, Monster. This is DJFlava, Hott107.5.
Salt Spring, we not going under. I'll get on you, get your money longer. Ready, break pocket now way. Straight from the narrow now, make no wrong turn. Petty cheddar, money maker any weather. Berry treasure, dig it up out with the leather. Petty cheddar, money maker any weather. Berry treasure, dig it up out with the leather.
Yeah, sharp that.
Man, people, I'm telling you, as a little sound boy listening to those guys come up, you have no idea what that feels like to be able to talk to a champion, a mega titan, a god in music.
Salt Spring, we not going under. I'll get on you, get your money longer. Ready, break pocket now way. Straight from the narrow now, make no wrong turn. Petty cheddar, money maker any weather. Berry treasure, dig it up out with the leather. Petty cheddar, money maker any weather. Berry treasure, dig it up out with the leather. Liffy, have a chopper, watch it a propeller.
a tell we say no better. No they but I like that. Listen forever.
Hi, Top, if you're still out there listening, man, I'm telling you, I want to thank you again from the bottom of my heart for coming through this morning. You just filled in a chapter of my life and many other people's. Hott107.5, Carib Wednesdays, baby.
South Spring, we not going under. I'll get on you, get your money longer. Ready, break for it now, way. Straight for the never now, make no wrong turn. Get the cheddar, money maker any weather. Perry treasure, dig it up and with the leather. Get the cheddar, money maker any weather. Perry treasure, dig it up and with the leather. Liffy, have a chopper, watch it a propeller. Me house fee off, elevator not a leather. Daddy say son, them a tell we say no better. No they but I like that, blessing a forever. Mummy say sonny, no better with the copper. Me never listen but it never matter. From you is a ghetto, you them a few as a shatter. My badness and my mother prayer make me die. We not going under. I'll get on you, get your money longer. Ready, break for it now, way. Straight for the narrow now, make no wrong turn. Get the cheddar, money maker any weather. Perry treasure, dig it up and with the leather. Get the cheddar, money maker any weather. Perry treasure, dig it up and with the leather. Me bank book, I'm out, that the same. Me not a feel look, me just stop.
Keep it locked right here to Hott107.5. I'm telling you, High Top, if you're still out there listening, I want to play something for you. This next song I'm gonna play, this one describes Playbwoy to the T. Hott107.5.
We not going under. I'll get on you, get your money longer. Ready, break pocket now, way. Straight for the narrow now, make no wrong turn. Get the cheddar, money maker any weather. Perry treasure, dig it up and with the leather. Get the cheddar, money maker any weather. Perry treasure, dig it up and with the leather. Check it out.
Hitting hard, hitting loud, and hitting clean. Hott107.5.
I want to send this one out to the Playbwoy Outlaw Movement. You guys are undisputed champions. Believe that.
Undisputed champion, heavyweight, world great. I the make Gaza celebrate. World boss money place, anything let's get it race. Champion, 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 world great. Gaza celebrate. World boss money place, you know. Run the damn city, skiller than Man City. Yard man with me, plus me link the bad British. Burglar bar, thanks to crew, we no have pity. Glock in a me and give me where you have for me. Yo done Richie, bring a couple pad. When you bring the like a back, the mount of transmissy. Larry Wolves, Lennox, Lewis, Mohammed Ali, Mike Tyson, Addy. Undisputed champion, heavyweight, world great. Addy make Gaza celebrate. World boss money place, anything let's get it race. Champion, 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 world great, Gaza celebrate. World boss money place, anything let's get it race. Cooler than the British knife. Violate a blood again like witches spice. All people dead, that's Rodney Price. None of them no bad besides. All them do are bad styles. I decipher them. It's like I am the Christ. Well, obviously not. Me title must be hot. Them slave to touch the crowd. No gloves, no head for that. Your life I gamble now. You are to let your back. We indestructible. No come in the cliff upstairs. To me, defeat impossible. Undisputed champion. Heavyweight, world great. I the make Gaza celebrate. World boss money place. Anything let's get it race. Champion, champion, champion. World great, Gaza celebrate.
DJFlava, this is the Hot Morning Show, Hott107.5, baby.
Run the damn city, skiller than Man City. Yard man with me, plus me link the bad British. Burglar bar, thanks to crew, we no have pity. Glock in a me and give me where you have for me. Yo done Richie, bring a couple pad. When you bring the it's like a bank, the mount of transmissy. Larry Wolves, Lennox, Lewis, Mohammed Ali, Mike Tyson, Addy. Undisputed champion, heavyweight, world great. Addy make Gaza celebrate. World boss money place, anything let's get it race. Champion, 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 world great, Gaza celebrate. World boss money place, anything let's get it race.
Contemporary hit radio, Hott107.5. We play the hits.
Now, people, today is Carib Wednesdays. I want you to run and tell your friends to tune in this morning. We have something that you do not want to miss. Now, I said I got a special guest coming through. I just got a few WhatsApps. I got some emails. I got some messages coming on Facebook, and people want to know who I'm going to have on this morning. I'm going to give you one hint. I just want you to listen clearly. This is who I'm going to have on today.
Playboy, you know.
This is Buju Banton on Hott107.5. Care Wednesdays, baby. DJFlava in the morning.
Only Rasta can liberate the people. Over hills and valleys too. Don't let them fool you.
That's right, you better believe it. We got Playbwoy, the Outlaw Movement passing through today.
Free the people.
It's gonna be a big celebration.
Over hills and valleys too. Don't let them fool you.
Keep it like Hott107.5.
For a minute, they don't like you. Why try to make I unhappy? Really?
Yes, people, I want you to WhatsApp your friends. I want you to tell everybody Playbwoy, the Outlaw Movement is passing through today.
Only Rasta can liberate the people. Over hills and valleys too. Don't let them fool you. Don't believe for a minute that they are with you. Shall free the people.
Playboy,
over hills and
Playboy, you know.
Don't let them fool you. Don't believe for a minute they don't like you. Why try to make I unhappy? Really, I don't know. If it was up to them, my friend, we would never see the sun or the snow. Through that mystical communication within, we keep on coming together.